of them decided that it would be in their best interest and what they felt was right to do in turning themselves in. Elric took himself to the Luskan Keep or courthouse, where he we assume confessed to some of the things that happened at the Icostar estate, and was taken in for questioning under Zone of Truth, taking along some documents that had been found while you theoretically raided this estate. But upon kind of the Tonk, Ayla, and Kira getting to the courthouse, you came across a unusual race of humanoid who eventually introduced themselves as Havoc, and you found out that they had a shared interest in finding this black spider figure. But with a little bit of confusion and maybe a little bit of anger around kind of Elric turning himself in, you guys all went back to the Satyrs' demise. Havoc bought a map in preparation for traveling north. There were a couple of conversations that were had, which maybe put a little bit of strife on some relationships. Ayla had a conversation with one of the members of the Zentarum and proposed a mission for her to prove herself as an initiate of the Zentarum. But we pick up this week's episode the next morning with Kira being the first awake, noticing that Tonk is in a comatose state where his amulet, his staff, and his eyes are all giving off a faint red glow.
He's just in his bed.
He is just laying in his bed. The last you remember before going to bed was him doing his nightly prayer routine, where he would give thanks to the goddess of love and offer his assistance or his prayer to her, and then falling asleep as probably you have seen many nights before. But when you awake, or when you come out of your meditative state, Tonk is in this kind of frozen, almost stunned position where his staff sitting up against the side of his bed and the amulet around his neck. And although his eyes are closed, you can see a faint red glow emanating from all three.
Am I able to do some kind of check I want to try to get some insight on his state of being, whether he seems like he's like unconscious or possessed or dead or
sure. Roll a medicine check.
Medicine. Not bad medicine. Oops. Nope. Oh, not 20 for 25.
I think you've started 2 sessions with nat 20s now.
Yeah, you did.
I just rolled an 11. It bounced out of the tray and it was 11, and I rolled and I was like, God, I hope it's better than 11. 25.
Sorry, with a 25, you kind of peer over the top of him and you kind of try and like understand what's kind of happening here, and you get the idea that he is not in any sort of life-threatening danger. It's almost as if he's in a meditative state, but it's beyond a point of that where general things that would wake someone is not working. It's almost appearing as this person is in a trance as well. as part of your natural 20 for medicine, I'm going to say that you are able to accurately kind of connect this uh, appearance of him to when he was able to commune with Weejas.
Hmm. So like I feel his kind of skin. He's still warm. He's not cold or anything.
He's
And
still warm. He doesn't feel like he's in any sort of danger from being in this state of some sort. It would appear that he is in some sort of religious trance.
okay. Is Ayala close by
She is. Yep.
in the same room?
Hmm.
I'll kind of gently rouse her.
Hmm.
I'll kill
Ayala,
you.
wake up.
Uh,
Mm.
um, what, uh, what,
Sorry.
what, what's, sorry, just having a dream. What's going on?
Oh, good or bad?
It's a quite good dream, actually.
You were there. um, I've just come up to see if you guys were awake, and Tonks he seems to be in a kind of a kind of trance. I'm not sure. I mean, he kind of looks like what he looked like when he was commune. Was I there when he was communing?
I believe you're all in.
Yeah.
I'm not sure actually. I can't remember to be honest.
I'll just say
Um,
trance. Um, yeah, he seems to be in some kind of trance. I'm not sure. Have you seen him like this before? I can't wake him up.
Um, yeah. So I'll I'll definitely get up as soon as you seem a bit concerned about him, and go check out Tonk. Have I seen him in this way before?
so you see pretty much the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
The general vibe you get as well is similar that he's not in any sort of danger. This would be the first time you've ever seen him in this sort of state. This is not something that you've necessarily seen before. Um, but uh, when Tonk casts spells and other things that he does, they emit a similar type of glow. Um,
Yeah.
which would lead you to believe that this is his relationship to his deity is related in some sort of way.
Well,
Hmm.
he seems all right, but it's not something I've ever seen him do. Um, have you heard of
He
something
just,
like this before with anyone?
I'm not sure. He just went to bed and did his usual kind of nightly prayers. But I've been around. I was meditating myself, but I didn't hear him get up and cast like another spell or prayer because he's still lying in bed. So it leads me to believe that this started happening while he was asleep, and that's just there's just something about that is concerning. That maybe
Mm.
he wasn't in control of whatever's happening right now. I'm not sure. I don't know what to do.
Do you think? Hmm. I'm sure the temples would know,
Potentially, yes.
but also I don't know what it means though. What if it's a bad sign and they try to take him from us?
No one will take him from us. No one can take him from us. But if good or bad sign, if they have some extra knowledge or can help in any kind of way, it's probably beneficial that we at least try.
I'll kind of slide the curtains aside and kind of see like about what time sunrise might be if it's not already.
I would say that you're probably quite early, maybe just before sunrise at this point.
Well, it actually might be good timing that it may be a little bit still dark. Do you want to maybe find our way to a temple now? Because I assure
Yes,
you,
maybe.
I don't have any answers. I have no idea what's going on with this.
All right.
Maybe maybe Havoc.
Did Havoc?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say, did he stay in the inn?
I'm not with you guys.
us?
I'm in my own room.
Mm.
Oh, you're in your own room.
Like
But
I'm
you're-
in the
you're-
same inn, but I'm in my own room.
Yeah, I'm sure we know what room you're in though. Right?
Yeah.
No.
We've got the same
I
inn.
don't know. I'm gonna go knock on every door till I find him.
Nice.
Is it room number 8?
Oh,
Oh, good
that
time.
was hilarious.
Was it a good time? Didn't get to the good time.
Yeah, I just tried to destroy the world instead.
Yeah, whatever gets you off. Yeah. Do we bring Havoc? I don't really know him, and this is kind of a personal matter, and he's probably still asleep. It's quite early. Maybe we could go and come back before he even gets up. Do rabbits wake up early? I should know this. I know beasts.
I don't know, honestly.
I guess. Look, maybe we should. This strength in numbers. If anything happens, we could use the help.
Okay. I'll
Maybe
go.
we'll just get him.
If you want to stay with Tonk, or I'll go get.
Yeah,
I'll go get Havoc.
I'll strap him to Derek and prepare to leave.
We have horses at the stable still. Here, this. So if we need
Yes, but
that help.
you know how strong.
Oh yeah. I forget that. Yeah, I forget you can do that. So I'll go to Havoc's room and knock on the door.
Cool.
I'll weekend at Bernie's Tonk onto Derek.
Nice.
Yes.
So,
Morning.
sorry to wake you so early if you weren't already awake.
Kill you! Ah, same dream.
We have a little bit of a little bit of a issue this morning that we might need to go seek a temple for. Just wanted to let you know if you would want to come, you would be welcome.
I guess if we're all together, then we can just head out straight from there. I guess that makes more sense. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
I'll
That I
come
guess
along,
that
no
is a
worries.
good idea. Just okay. I think we're gonna be leaving pretty soon though. So,
You
grab
see,
myself
yeah,
a brew.
you see Kira already approaching down the hallway with Derek and Tonk. Like,
Did I get it in time?
bloop. That wasn't to me.
oh wait, was it me?
No, it was me. I
Oh.
sneezed and I wanted to mute
Oh.
myself in time. I wasn't sure if I got it or not.
I just heard the bloop. Oh, somebody got a message.
Yeah.
Nice. I got
No.
it. in
Oh,
time.
yeah. That is the mute sound, not the message sound.
I have all my notifications
Is
turned
it,
off.
though? Can I get an insight
What is
check on Atticus, please?
Mhm.
Is that really the sound?
Oh, yeah.
Um,
It is the mute. I just did it myself.
Cool. So
All right.
Did we Kira, did Tonk go visit a temple here in town? Have we just? I know I've spent a little bit of time away from you guys. I thought he mentioned something about wanting to go do that.
Oh God, I can't remember.
no, he has not gone and visited a temple. There is one in Lost Khan.
The one thing you would probably notice when you open the door, Crub, is as you open the door, the first thing that you pick up is the smell, and it's just this kind of wafting through of incense.
Okay.
I thought
Like
you were going to say rabbit shit.
more so. Okay. So in this world, I imagine the smell of incense isn't all that uncommon. But like, is it more
No.
so? Is it like something?
Probably more so. And like you what's your perception like?
No, it's not great. It's like my passive is like 8.
Okay, well, you probably don't pick up the rest. You just pick up a stronger smell of incense.
Yeah. You got any of that good stuff? I mean, like, smell like grass.
I mean, I got grass, but not the kind of grass you're gonna want.
I imagine it might not be
Um,
too hard to find a temple to the Ruby Sorceress if we ask around. I don't know much about her, so I don't know if it's something that's all that common. But I imagine if there is one here and we ask around, we would find it.
I would imagine that wouldn't be too difficult.
We could approach the person working at the front
Is
desk
there a
as we
bar?
leave the inn.
Is there a bar?
There'll be
Bar
someone
too?
on night staff, surely.
Or
If they
early
haven't changed
morning.
over. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can easily head down to the tavern section of the Satyrs' Demise, and there is indeed someone working there, just a middle-aged human man working like an early morning sort of shift.
It's not Soma.
It is not Soma, no.
I'll just stay with Tonk.
Sure.
God, I don't even know what I'm asking. Do we
Ruby.
do we just go to any temple, or are we trying to find? I'll ask. I'll approach the bar. Sorry, excuse me. Good morning. My friends and I are in need of visiting a temple in town. Do you happen to know if there's a specifically a temple for the Ruby Sorceress in Laskan?
Oh well. Good morning. There is actually. It's located in Red Town, and it's located just on the other side of the captain's court. Not too sure it'd be open at this time of the morning, but yes, it definitely is over that way, and you'd be pretty good off to find someone over there.
Amazing. Thank you. Much
No
appreciated.
problem.
Go back and relay that to the guys and girls. To the guy and girl.
Well, that sounds
And
easy to
Derek.
find.
Okay.
We'll be on our way then. Even if they're not open, I'm sure there's someone there.
Cool.
Yeah, someone's bound to be there. We can always wake someone up and figure out what to do. Kind of look over. Does seem rather important. Can I roll an Arcana check on it, just to see if there's
Sure.
any if I pick up anything magical happening around it as well?
Mhm.
That's a 17.
17. There definitely is some sort of arcana based or magic at work here. Hard to tell if it's like it's a spell or if it is some sort of just general magic that is causing this.
Do
So-
I get the feeling that dispel magic would do anything?
With a 17, hard to tell.
Hard to tell.
Mm.
Okay.
Hmm.
Not that I can cast magic, but
And I'm at the time I'm like still just checking his hand, just making sure that he's still okay. But I worry that his physical form is fine, but something's attacking his mind. Is there a way to check him for that?
Who are you asking?
Just generally, like
look, I do know that things like this exist, and there is abilities to read into people's memories, but I've had a couple of people try it with me before, but I've never been competent with it myself. We'll have to try and find someone else. Perhaps maybe we can ask someone at the temple.
yeah, it makes sense.
Unless, do you have that kind of ability? Oh.
I mean, I could probably do it if I had had the spell, the words in front of me. I'm sure I'm capable, but I don't have that. I haven't been taught that yet. I imagine that may be one of the things that Lilio teaches me, some magical stuff. Not
Bounty
really. I
hunting.
have no idea. But
Yeah.
we should probably check the temple though for sure.
Cool. So you guys are heading over to the Ruby Sorceress's temple.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Cool. So with a sort of haphazard harness strapped to Tonk on Derek, or strapped Tonk to Derek, you guys make your way to the Ruby Sorceress's temple.
I have a question first though, because I don't
Sure.
know why, but it seems important to me. How would we do that? Like, will we prop him up to where it looks like you said, Weekend at Bernie's, like he's sitting on there, or is he like bounty over the back of Derek, like belly down? Yeah.
Arm and leg on either side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
we like tied his hands together in front of it, like he's
Hugging
holding
around
onto
his
Derek's
neck. Okay, yeah.
So right now it just looks like
If
an
they even
extremely
reach.
drunk gnome riding a deer at the
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it looks like.
Followed by a
Um,
rabbit.
followed by a
we're not
rabbit.
drawing attention at all.
I am also
Well,
going.
thankfully it's very early in
Pretty
the
early
morning.
morning.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be.
Do you have I'm in my black robe.
Yeah, same. I got my cloak on.
Cloak,
I'll be next to Derek, kind of resting a hand on Tonk's shoulder or something, just in case.
Cool.
For comfort and balance.
Because I like the feel and I want to do it.
So
For me
not
and
difficult.
for him.
Physical touch, my love language.
Not difficult to make your way over that way, but you do get there pretty quickly, and it looks closed, being that it's so early in the morning. But you are free to knock if you would like.
Yeah. I'll approach the door and give it a softer knock first. Then if we don't hear anything, if I don't hear anyone coming, I'll kind of a firm.
Sure. So after a moment, you do hear someone approaching the door from the other side. You specifically, Kira, who then opens the door, and what you see is a small dwarven woman, smaller than I suppose normal. She has a black veil over her face, with kind of a black garb over her shoulders, and she kind of peeks around the corner of the door and hello.
Good morning. Hi. I'm sorry. I know it's terribly early. Sorry. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I know it's terribly early. My name's Kira. These are my friends. Ayala and Havoc. We have another friend, Tonk, with us, who's a follower of the Ruby Sorceress. It's very early. I'm very sleepy.
Raro.
You got a problem, Reggie? All right.
Go full Scooby-Doo. It's a where Scooby-Doo, run!
The Ruby Sorceress. Our friend seems to be under some kind of trance. We're very concerned, which is why we came so early. We didn't want to wait. We were hoping to find some information, get some help. We're not quite sure what's going on, and we're just concerned for our friend.
So she kind of looks past you and looks at Tonk on top of Derek and kind of a little bit, what is going on? This man's just drunk, sort of thing. But then, kind of taking a second glance, she notices the red kind of glows emanating from different parts of Tonk. So from what she can see is like from his chest area, which would be his amulet, and from his eyes. And I'm assuming that you've strapped kind of his staff to the side of Derek.
Would he let go of it? Would it still be in his hand?
No. So he wasn't holding on to it. He doesn't hold it
okay.
while he sleeps or anything like that. I'm just assuming he brought it with him. But she notices those kind of different auras
quiver on
and
Derek.
yes, perhaps you should bring him inside. We will have a look, see if we can identify what's happening here.
That would
And
be
she
very much
pushes
appreciated.
the door open further and gestures you inwards.
We'll follow in. Yeah.
Cool. So inside, it is a dimly lit room. It is not particularly large of like a large temple. What you see is similar to kind of pews, kind of stacked from the front backwards. You do see a large altar at the front, and lighting the sides of these, the sides of this kind of temple per se, are a sort of dull red, almost like warm pink glow emanating from torches. And she walks up the center of this temple and towards the altar, and off to the side there's a kind of like an area for people who work at the temple, for rather than just general worshippers. And she leads you over to that area where there's a small table, and she kind of asks you to put Tonk onto the table. And she spends a moment looking over Tonk and kind of inspecting, and she opens his eyes, which is something that you guys didn't do. And when she does, what you notice, it wasn't so prominent while his eyes were closed, but when she opens his eyes and kind of does that thing where you open someone's eyelids, a quite bright red glow emanates from his eyes, and you can't see his pupils or anything like that. It is similar to someone shining a red torch out of his eyes,
which is definitely not something we've seen.
No, barring if anyone saw him commune. This was a similar. This is what it looked like when he was communing.
I seem to remember that me and Kira were in the at the table talking with each other. So I don't think we did. I don't think I've seen him commune in that way.
Right. So okay. So if anyone, you're muted, Joel. If we can't hear you.
Whoops. Yeah, I think that was when it looked like the Triton.
Yeah. Possibly.
Yeah.
I think whoever was able to see him commune, that's what he would have looked like.
Okay.
But no, because I feel like somebody was there, or maybe it was Elric. But because I remember explaining that that's what it looked like when he did so. But either way, if you did, you didn't. If you didn't, that's fine. But she checks his eyes, and she does general medicine checks similar to what Kira did earlier, and probably a good 15 minutes passes, and she kind of comes over to the three of you, and it is quite curious. You said he was a follower of Weejas.
He's quite devout.
Well, I can actually see that he's in some sort of commune with her at the moment. Generally, these sort of abilities are reserved for the workers of the Ruby Sorceress's temples. How long has he been like this, if I may ask?
I mean, I only noticed maybe not longer than an hour ago, but it could have been a little longer, maybe a few hours at most.
Well, If I had to guess, I would say that your friend Tom is currently speaking with the Ruby Sorceress. Um,
In your opinion, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I'm sorry, but I wouldn't be able to say whether that's a good or a bad thing, but I can assure you that no harm will become of him while he's in this state. And usually, this is not the first time I have seen something like this. Like I said, usually it is reserved for some of our more high priestesses and priests. When they do speak to Ijas, this is usually what they look like, and they can sometimes be in this state for a few hours, sometimes many. All of them have come back to consciousness perfectly fine. Something that they do tend to notice is that time passes differently for them while they are in
Mm.
commune uh, with Wijas, and they come out not expecting so much time to have passed, and they it feels very momentary for them. But if you would like, you are free to leave him here, and we can look after him. We'd actually be quite interested in speaking to him once he awakes, or if you would like to take him with you, that is fine as well. But to answer your main question, he's not in any danger in his current state.
I'll look over to Ayala. What do you want to do?
We're not leaving him.
No, of course not.
If he stays here, I stay with him.
As do I.
I mean, we probably need to do some shopping for the trip, considering we're going. So if you two want to do that, I can just spend the day gathering some supplies.
It's a good idea.
If you're happy to do that, then yes. Do you have
If
have
you're
any
happy.
money?
No, I
Do
used
you
it all
need an
getting the map.
allowance?
Here, I know where some money is, and I'll like pilfer through Tongsta. I'm just kidding.
I'll hand Havoc. Would I, when you say supplies, would Kira kind of know, like, how much? What's not going to be a stupid amount to hand you? Like,
Oh, it depends. I
money-wise.
mean, when you say supplies, is Havoc, what is Havoc talking about? Or what is, I guess,
He doesn't
Kira's.
know yet. He's got to go
Yeah,
find out what he needs.
yeah, I suppose Kira's understanding of supplies would be no more than probably 10 gold, something like that. In terms of like just general camping supplies, that would
I
actually be
hand,
quite generous. 10 gold,
Yeah.
to be honest.
yeah, I hand. I'll hand Havoc 30 gold.
Sure.
It's not a, yeah. Separate it and hand him 30 gold.
I have a little bit too. It just depends on whether or not he wants to try to find some health potions. Those would be quite expensive, I think.
I mean, I have a lot
Apologies.
more.
Yeah.
But if anything's going to be bought that is a bit more expensive, I'm limiting it to 30 gold. So things
We
like
can-
that can't
I
be
can
bought
always come back and
without
get
being
more
asked.
if I need it.
That's true.
Yeah, I hand over 30 gold, Havoc.
Oh. Wonderful. Well,
Yeah,
this should
use
me.
this
If not,
to
we can.
get what we need. If it ends up not being enough, just come and see me.
Wonderful. I'll come back and check on you guys shortly. I'll come back every couple hours.
We may be here a while, but even if Tonk has come to and you haven't come back, we'll wait here.
Okay.
Cool. So,
Is
where are
it
you?
late enough that I'd like to go to just a general store or something like that?
Sure. I'll say that I reckon during your walk around when trying to find the map store or the map shop, and then kind of in combination with just general back and forth uh, going to different places, you'd probably know where a specific. Are you looking for a magic store? Are you looking for a general supply store?
General
What are we
supply
looking
store.
for? General supply
I'm not
store.
going to a magic store with 30 gold. Not for anything good. Not for anything good. I'm not.
That is a fair point. Cool. So you head to a general supply store.
Even my character's not that naive.
Yeah, that's fair. And you find one called Rika's Oddities.
Charming.
So
I'm not sure I want oddities, but we'll see. Walk in.
sorry, as you walk in, what you find is a short female human, and she would appear to be just opening the store. And there's not really anyone. There's no one in there, and they're kind of just preparing for their day's work.
I'll like walk and I'll be about to say something, then I'll just pause and I'll grab my hood and kind of pull my ears back and tuck my ears under my hood, as if that's going to make me look a little less weird.
Sure.
As you walk into an
and then-
oddities store.
Yeah. Hello. Would you be Rika?
Yes. I am.
Did you just say
As she kind of
you,
looks
Rika?
over your face.
Hello. Look, do you have? I know it's an oddities store. I'm looking for more just some supplies for a trip that I'm taking with some friends.
Sure. I assume you're just looking for general traveling rations and anything else.
I'm not sure. Anything that would be particularly good for heading up north?
Well, if you're heading north, then perhaps you would maybe want some cold weather gear.
That's
Um,
probably a good move. I don't
we-
particularly like the cold.
we
you have any?
we don't have anything well suited for far north. We have some just general winter coats. Nothing for very harsh conditions, but we have a few. Yes. And she kind of gestures towards kind of a rack along one of the sides, and there's large winter coats that have kind of like the fluffy neck collar.
They look a little more decorative than like.
Yeah, I mean, roll a investigation check.
9.
9. Best you can tell, these will do what they look like they will do. They'll keep you warm.
Trying to work out whether or not they're actually going to keep me warm. How much? There will be 4 of us.
4 of you, you'd be able to get away with 1 gold.
But for all the cloaks and all the stuff?
Just the cloaks. So for the rations for 4 people as well, you'd be looking at
Yes.
a total of 5 gold.
Wonderful. 5 gold sounds marvelous.
So she'll kind of get together the rations and all the coats, and she'll kind of hand them over to you. You can mark off 5 gold. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Do you have any like warm hats?
Uh,
I know it's a
sh-
little obscure, but my ears get very cold.
she pulls out a sort of what do you call it? It's the hat that has the flaps on the side that you can like tie up.
That's 100% what I was hoping for.
Like
Yeah,
an Elmer Fudd style hat.
Yeah. I was just trying to
Those-
remember kind of what they. But she pulls out one of those, and she kind of puts it in front of you and goes, "I'm not too sure how it'll fit, but you're more than welcome to try."
Wonderful. And I'll just try it on, and it'll probably not really. It'll sit really high on top of my ears. But
So I'm picturing because your ears go straight up, no?
They're
Yeah.
not floppy bunny ears.
So
No,
I'm
they're not.
picturing either
Yeah.
you try and it sits like
Way
on
up.
top of your ears, like above your head.
And they're not like.
No, I know. Or you bend them so they're basically straight forward and like pointing out the front of your forehead, basically. Or they come backwards the other way. Either way, it's not comfortable on your head.
It's not super comfortable. Well, it will keep them warm. How much for it?
Two silver.
Wonderful. That'll do.
The irony of a rabbit wearing an Elmer Fudd hat is too good.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. I guess once I've got that, I'll probably head back and check with the guys, make sure I got good sizes.
Sure. So
Your return policy.
You wander back over, and probably the three of them fit. Maybe the one for Tonk is a little bit small, as you didn't specify sizes. And Ayala and Akira are just general medium-sized creatures, and you are as well. But yeah, Tonk is relatively small, so
Be big on him. Is that what you're thinking?
it would be quite big on him.
What color? Wait, so Havoc's back is giving us the
Mhm.
clothing.
He's giving you these coats. Yeah.
What
Hello.
colors?
There'd be two blue, one black, one grey.
Do you hand me one specifically, Havoc, or?
No, I just kind of come back. I've probably grabbed the grey one.
I like the blue, so I'll be rolling up one of the blue ones to put in my bag.
I grab the black.
Sure.
These should help us stay a bit warm. Hopefully, when we go up north. I also got a hat. I hope that's okay.
I like that hat. That is cool. Do we want
I found
to
one of the hats on on Hero Forge. It's amazing.
While we're waiting, do we want to maybe see if we can't find a ship that would take us to this island that we were gonna go to? I mean, I guess that's getting a little ahead of ourselves, but
You know what would work? A Santa hat.
it actually would. Yeah.
Okay, well, if you want to stay here, I'll head down to the docks and see about finding a ship.
Okay. Do you want to
And,
take this with?
what-
And I'll hand the map to you in case you need to point out where you need to go. I would be careful sharing the information, but maybe just for your reference. I don't know. I guess they would need to know where to take us. I can't. I'm glad you're going, and I'll hand you hand you the map.
Okay. Surely it can't be that difficult, can it?
I struggle with what I'm supposed
I'll
to tell people and what
walk
I'm
off.
not. I have no idea, to be honest with you. I never know.
Is this above the
No,
or
no,
below
this is
table?
in the game. This is in the game.
In game. You say that. Okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. I don't know what you mean at all.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go
That's
and
the
try to
problem.
find a ship. That's
Oh God.
But I should be able to find a ship. Now we're going here, and I'll just like point to the spot that I'm assuming is marked on the map.
Yeah.
As in, sorry, yep. Cool, gotcha.
Wonderful.
So, you head out again. This is more of a general now direction because you wouldn't have actually been to the harbor in any sort of way.
Not at all.
It looks like there's a couple different places on the map. I don't know.
Correct. And you guys are currently located in Redtown, just on the other side of the
The
Captain's
Dragon
Court.
Beach would be the closest.
Dragon
that
these
would
nuts.
I would assume the first place Havoc would.
I
head
would
to.
literally just walk towards the water.
Yeah, which is what I was assuming. So, as you head to
Dragon
Dragon's
Might
Beach,
just cross this beach.
you see that there is a small port, kind of along the bottom side of Las Khan. You have a look, and these ships are. Oh, I'm super out of focus. These ships are super large. They are. They would appear to be warships. Not maybe not that Havoc would know that, but they are very, very large ships.
I feel like if you can see cannon ports, you know what the go is. Like, I don't have to be that thick. I'm not that thick, am I?
You tell me.
Maybe.
But
I don't think
that's the first thing you see. Or that's the first, I suppose, sign of ships you see.
Okay, so it might be a bit excessive unless they're going past. How far does it look like we're traveling?
To get from Las Khan to where this area is marked on the map, sorry, Crab, remind me, did Lilio give you a map to where this smuggler's hideout is located?
Yes, you said it was off the coast of.
I said it was off the coast of Las Khan. I just couldn't remember if she gave you a map or
and
not.
you said it was halfway between, and I didn't write the name of the town down, but you said it was halfway between, like Icewind Dale and a town. I think that's what you said.
I think it was actually
something.
it's halfway between Las Khan and I'm pretty sure I said Fireshare.
Yep, that was what it was.
Cool. So that would indicate that it's probably about a 2-day travel on ship.
These seem a little excessive, but maybe they can point me in the right direction. I'll head over to them.
Cool. Walking down this port, you get stopped very quickly by one of the city guards before you're pretty much 2 steps onto the actual port itself. And you halt.
Hello?
What is your business here?
I see. I'm looking to get a ship or have someone take me and my friends here.
He doesn't even look at your map and says, "There are no ships for rent here. You need to head down to the open shore. Dragon's Beach is for the captain's court and officials of Las Khan."
Oh. Dragon's Beach. That's a good name. Anyway, thank you. Enjoy your day. I'll just heel turn and walk off.
It's basically the military base.
And then there'll be a moment where you stop and go, where's the open shore?
And he'll kind of sigh. You need to head over to Yellow District, or the Yellow Quarter rather, and along the open shore there you'll find the port for ships for rent.
Thank you. and like I'll be like, thank you, turn, pause, okay, and then I'll start going. I'll head over to the other district and head to the open shore.
So probably it takes you about 20 minutes to cross over the river and head over into the Yellow Quarter, and then kind of just head generally towards the water. You do actually have to cross over onto the beach for a moment before you actually get into the port section of the open shore. But you can see that there's a definitely a different vibe here compared to Dragon's Beach. There's more sailors. There's more people kind of trying to offload their wares from the morning, things like that. But where do you head, or who are you looking for?
No idea. I'd like to just go up to one of the sailors or anyone at the dock that's shouting orders around.
Sure. Probably actually not too hard to find. There's quite a few people shouting at other people. One of the people, one of the ones you notice first is a large, heavy-set man, kind of a bushy beard, and he's kind of shouting at other people on a ship, and he's at one at one of the at the end of one of the docks. Move! Come on, everyone, keep moving along. And as you approach, hi, can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking to acquire some means of transport over here.
Yeah, we can definitely help you with that. And he'll kind of grab the map off you and have a look at kind of where you're wanting to go. And it doesn't take long before you see a kind of a look of kind of hesitation, and go, matter of fact, actually, head down 3 more bays, and you'll find the sea wedge. That boat will definitely be able to get where you're going.
Okay.
You
Is there a reason you can't?
We're chartered for a different area. Sorry, can't help you anymore with that. But yeah, we
even inside check, please.
Yay!
Sure.
Yeah.
That's a nat one.
That
Ah,
one. You believe him.
Well,
Yep. You go,
God damn it.
okay,
Sure,
he's chartered somewhere else. Fair enough.
Makes sense to me.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, thank
Uh-huh.
you for your time, and I'll just like reach back over and grab the map.
And as you're walking away, he goes, ask for Dory.
Okay. I'm gonna roll on a perception there. Cool.
Cool.
I'll walk up 3 things. Someone said something about Dora.
What you see is another male human. This guy is kind of wearing purple armor of sorts. It's similar, more lilac armor, and he's kind of off one of the bows of the boat of the ship, and is kind of looking at you as you approach. And
What kind of armor? Sorry, can I ask?
this would appear to be chainmail.
Okay.
And he goes, sorry, did you say you were looking for Dory?
Yes. Well,
he
no, I
goes-
didn't, but that's what I must have meant. Sorry.
And he goes, what business do you have with our captain?
Well, I guess that's why I'm here, to make some business. I need to get north and here.
I can't see that from down there. 1 second, and he kind of
Hop up.
steps.
I'll bound up over the gap. If it's like a 15-foot gap, I can just
It-
in
it-
one
it-
leap.
I don't think you have to roll athletics checks for those ones.
If it's if it's 15 feet, I can just do it with my ability.
15, yeah, it'd probably be about 15 feet. Actually, maybe a little bit less. But he stepped back from the bow for a second and then kind of see this creature jumping from the dock onto the boat, and kind of like, whoa, you can't just, what are you doing?
You said you couldn't see it. I thought I'd come closer. This seemed like the most efficient way.
Yeah, most people don't just come and run onto someone else's boat, but
I'm not
all
exactly
right.
most people now, am I?
Don't look like it anyway.
That's kind of my point.
All right, let me have a look.
Yeah.
And he'll grab the map and he'll see, and there's a similar look of hesitation, and go, why are you wanting to head here? You know that this is a renowned smuggler's hideout, and they are not the friendliest bunch of chaps.
No, I didn't know that at all. I'm going there with some friends of mine. We have some business to attend to. Do not know what that business is, if I'm being honest, but hey.
Right. Well, we can take you there. Obviously, it's going to cost you.
Obviously.
As for safety, it's worth mentioning that we cannot guarantee the safety of any aboard if we are heading in that direction.
All good. We'll take care of ourselves. We just need the transport.
All right. Well, give me a second. I'm going to go speak to the captain, make sure he's on board. Here, take your map. I'll head over in a sec.
Thank you.
And he steps away, and heads into one of the cabins of the ship. Do you hang around?
Yeah, I'll just wait.
Sure. So it's probably
wander around the ship and have a look. I'm just kind of curious. I've only been on. Oh, actually, I'll make an amendment to that. I probably cling onto the side rail for the entire time.
Sure.
There's a moment that after I jump across, I'm like, okay, cool, and then I look back and I'm like, haha. And it's not dread; it's just concern about it.
Sure. Even clinging onto the side, you do see a couple of people kind of working on the ship. You see a small halfling man up in the up on one of the sails, appearing to do some carpentry work. You also see a half elven male kind of walking from the dock back, like kind of in it, making his way up and down, moving cargo in and out. But after about 10 minutes, this armored male comes back out to you and goes, "Yep, we can take you. You'd be looking at about 100 gold a day, and for that to get to there, this is not talking back return. You're looking at 2 days travel."
Wonderful. I think from there we're going further north, so we wouldn't need to return. But that would be great. I don't have that money on me right now.
What's your passive insight? Just by out of curiosity.
11.
11? Okay, cool. Good to know.
Perception is 14.
What did you say the name of the ship was called?
The Sea Wench.
Marvelous.
Well, my name is Sanzir. I am the first mate of the ship. When you are ready and you have the coin collected, come back and we'll set off when you're ready. Are we setting off today?
I'll get back to you on that. One of our compatriots is...
And he's kind of like losing a little bit of patience here and is... Well, you understand
we'll be setting off today. Later today. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Well, off you go.
Yes. I'll leave.
Cool. So you head back to the temple.
Mhm.
Cool.
So I'll walk in, and providing in that time nothing's changed.
Yeah, yeah. And
Um,
that has anything like the same? Kira, can you check him as well? Like, does he seem like? I feel like he's getting hotter. Like, I don't. I have no idea if he is or not. I'm just like being paranoid. Is he running a fever? Like, I don't know. How does he? He's probably thirsty. Can I just pick up my jug of or my flask of water, and I'm like about to start pouring water down his unconscious throat.
Round him. Yeah.
It's been hours, dude. Like, I mean, I don't know. He's gonna be dehydrated.
At this point, it probably has been about three hours since you found him like this. Actually, no, probably about 3 hours.
What do we do if he has to pee?
Ayala, calm down, please. Pace around the temple if you have to release the nervous energy, but God.
Okay, like this, and I'll like.
God.
Am I doing it right? Like shuffle walking back and forth.
Yes, you're doing great. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. You fucking. Like, oh no, she may hyperventilate and pass out. Yes, keep going. You're doing great.
So after probably about half an hour, closer to an hour-ish, Havoc returns
Hello.
and relays the information.
Were you able to find a ship?
I was 100 gold a day. They want to leave today, so hopefully they said that he shouldn't be in this trance for too long. I hope that he comes out and then we can be good to go. But it'll be 100 gold a day. It's the I didn't write it down.
Sea wench.
The Sea Wench. I need to actually get a book out and start writing notes. It's called the Sea Wench. It's located on the northern docks, the open shore.
Oh.
The other one isn't for commoners.
Good to know. Well, good work, Havoc.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
Very productive.
Do we just take this opportunity and go? I mean, I have 200 gold, so I could at least cover the trip there. I think that's well. I mean, if we're being completely transparent, it's Tonk's gold. I don't know if he'd be too impressed with me spending all the money he gave me on this, but I think I can cover the cost of the ship going up.
Oh, by the way, and I'll give you back 25 gold, Kira.
Oh, thank you.
The kid that kept the change, huh?
I was contemplating whether Kira would ask for it back. Wasn't a lot of money.
Wasn't a lot.
Maybe not for you, but
with what she has.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what she's like with money.
Well,
what?
I guess we just wait and hopefully.
That's a message noise.
See if. Hopefully we see if he awakens. Are we going to take him even if he's not?
Now, what happens if we're 2 days into the trip and he's still in his trance? Taking him somewhere that's quite dangerous. That's my only concern. I believe so, yes.
They did say it was a smuggler's den.
Well, and that
information would have been really helpful.
I'll be completely upfront with you as well. I mean, we're We're going there
Does
to disassemble their organization.
Oh,
Mhm.
Fascinating.
look, if I'm being honest, I haven't been doing awfully well since we, in a way, lost Elric, at least from our group. I would not feel comfortable at all embarking on any kind of journey, even leaving the city before Tonk is back to his normal self.
Do you want me to stay with Ayla and you can go and see if you can have a chat with Elric before we leave as well?
Would I know if that's even possible to do, Ben?
Uh,
Or I wouldn't be sure.
yeah, you wouldn't be sure. I mean, you could definitely try your luck at the courthouse, asking to see if you can speak to him. You could certainly try.
Well, and we did.
That famous sentence.
Mm.
I do believe that Tonk kind of gave Elric his word on that we would speak to him before we left. But if we're waiting till Tonk wakes up anyways, then he can.
I was with Tonk when he sent his last message to Elric, and he seemed to be doing okay. It's just the change. I'm not. Elric can certainly. He's the kind of person who can take care of himself. That's for sure. It's more of a personal thing than.
You can do what I do. Just shove it all
You-
down into a nice little party fun box in the inside, and just smile through it all.
Back in my city, we used to call that compartmentalization.
I'm pretending to know what that is. Definitely.
It's as easy to do as it is to say.
Well, we have no idea how long. We have no idea how long this is going to continue to last with Tonk. Do we want to take him somewhere a little bit more comfortable, back to the satyr's demise, or to wait this out, or do you think it's safer to keep him here? I don't know.
I mean,
They seem to be looking after him well, yes.
and they've expressed that they might want to speak with him once he's out of his trance, although
I think that Tonk would be happy to speak with him as well. I mean, as devoted as he is.
I mean, maybe. We don't know what's happening right now.
Yeah, that's true.
And I just don't want him to come back to and either we're not there. He's that they say that time works differently, and he's going to be disoriented. He's going to wake up in somewhere he wasn't before. I'm just, he may need a bit of time to reorient himself before their best interests at heart and bombard him when he comes back too. And I think we're a bit more protective, and I just want to make sure he's okay before they get any kind of answers they need. I don't, and I kind of in a more of a hushed tone, I'm like, I don't care about them and what they want. I'm glad he's not in danger right now, but I'd like to stay here.
Okay.
Very good. So you guys are just going to hang here.
As long as they're welcoming, right? Like, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to. If they get weird about it, we would have that conversation again.
Have they been like coming up to check on him? Like, how's it kind of played out the last couple of hours?
They have been coming up probably every half to an hour or so to check on him, and then it's mostly just the same checks they were doing when you first brought him in, checking his eyes, seeing if he's still, I suppose, in the same trance that he was in before. Probably after a few checks, you notice that one of maybe a slightly more decorative priest of this temple comes and checks on him. You can tell that by just the robes that they're wearing. It maybe being a little bit later in the morning now, so maybe they've actually woken up or come here from their homes. But they appear to do similar checks. They actually do cast a spell on him, or they do some sort of arcana on him. Nothing that's kind of threatening in any sort of way, and they explain that they're just doing kind of like an identifier spell. They try a different type of cleric like magic. Nothing appears to be kind of having any effect in ceasing his trance in that state, but they're still welcoming, and they're not kind of
They're not concerned about his
forcing you out
health
anyway.
or any of that either, right? This prognosis essentially is the same.
Yeah, correct. Yep.
Okay. Well, if we're not overstaying our welcome, we would like to keep him here and just make sure he's comfortable and in a safe space for when he does come back. I'm not sure if he'll freak out or not. If that's all right with you guys, we'll keep him here till he does come back.
Well, of course. We'll take care of him, and we'll make sure that he is well. That you guys were here, and that you guys will be back. I'm assuming. Are you
I'm
are you
going to
I
leaving?
stay.
don't
Or are
think
you
we're going
staying?
anywhere.
No, yeah, I'm sorry if that was or misleading. But I'm staying with him. I think we've decided we would stay with him until he comes back.
Of course, you're more than welcome to stay. I'm not sure how much can really be done, but we can just try and make him as comfortable as we can.
So this room is ours then? I can go get like furniture and
You
like,
guys are still
bring
in
it
the
in.
it's in the main kind of
Oh, okay.
temple itself. It's just off to the side, in like a little alcove area.
We'll get those like hospital curtains to divide it off, give us some privacy.
Yeah.
Thank you. It is appreciated. Sorry for any inconvenience here.
None at all. We do what we can. And it's probably so at this point it's probably almost midday, maybe just after midday, when Kira, you notice Tonk start to shuffle and kind of move.
Kira's doing this as well.
And as you start to notice Tonk shuffling and moving, and you then see the glow from Tonk's eyes, amulet, and staff dissipate and dim, and Tonk opens his eyes. And what do you say?
Oh, hey, morning, guys. Where are we?
I don't think it's morning anymore.
What's going on? Where are
How
we?
dare you be so
That was
nonchalant,
like
you bastard!
I apologize. I mean, it's been like 5 minutes, hasn't it?
No. Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm fine.
Did they take over your mind?
No. I was having a wee conversation with a one wee Jess.
I look down at his pants as he says that. Like,
Yeah, not that kind of wee.
oh,
I was having a wee with wee Jess.
Wee Jess.
Too many wees.
What? Oh, sorry.
Well, we're currently in the temple of the ruby sorceress.
Oh.
Look,
As you look around, Tonk, having never been in here before, having never been in a temple of the Ruby Sorceress before,
No.
what you see is a dimly lit cathedral. Although you can't exactly see them from where you are, because you've got similar like hospital curtains being put up around you. But you are currently sit up on a table of sorts with Havoc, Kira, and Ayla surrounding you. You can see that there are dimly lit, kind of dark rose glow emitting from those torches. And it's about this time you see a human woman come in with a black veil over her face. That's actually something. Point. All of the people that have been coming through all are wearing black veils, but she has like a black robe on with kind of rose gold inlay throughout.
they sound scary. Just to point out, but also the veil, is it completely opaque, or is there some sort of transparency to it?
Very, very slight transparency.
I'm sorry. You have to bear with me a little bit here. I'm sort of just trying to, gain my bearings. When we went to bed last night, the Ruby Sorceress came to me, and we had a chat. She wasn't thrilled with the way that we handled the Ikathar estate. So, yeah, just something. Well, not so much more me. She doesn't. You guys isn't really the problem. You're not Ruby Sorcerer's followers. But
yeah, but if it's getting you in trouble, that is important to me.
yeah, I also think it's the way that.
Is it because of the murder?
Yeah, I think that's got a fair bit to do with it. I think the conversations on this, and I apologize, Havoc, you've sort of come in on this, and it's probably a little strange for you. I'm sorry? No, never mind. It's all good.
I rolled a perception on whether or not I heard that. I rolled like a 7. So
as this conversation is happening, the black veiled woman is kind of standing off to the side and says, "Excuse me, Tonk. I believe if you wouldn't mind,
you wait your turn."
Do you say that?
Yes.
And she goes, "Oh, I'm sorry," and she quickly shuffles off away.
Ella, please wait.
Are you?
She's gone.
You're okay though, Tonk? Like, you feel all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. To be honest, I feel very well rested, and it may be because I've been sitting still for what is how long?
It's midday or a little after, so.
I've managed to go out and get
I've
us
slept
cloaks.
longer
I didn't consider
without
your
being
size, so it's a
possessed.
little bit too small. Or big, rather. However, mine's a little bit too small, so we might just take some of your fabric and put on mine. We also have a ship. Well, we don't have a ship. We haven't
have a
hired
boat?
ship. We have a ship.
The
well,
potential
we
of
don't
a
have
ship.
a boat. Yes.
Kira, are you getting any of this?
Kira, are you okay?
Kira
Half
takes
processed,
two,
half not.
two psychic
Psychic
damage.
damage. I've been concerned, and now it's just a lot.
I apologize.
I didn't know. I'm not saying that. That's just
Oh,
what I'm
I
going through.
I'm sorry that I ran that person off, Tonk. I mean, if you would like to take some time and speak with
Look,
them, I figured you would want to when you woke up.
yeah. I mean, this is fantastic. I wow. Yeah,
But
this
to
is
be
really cool.
completely honest, it sounds like the ship's leaving soon, so don't take all day.
No, I certainly don't intend to.
Okay.
Obviously, the intent was to leave as soon as possible. So,
I'll give you a big hug.
I reciprocate.
Mm.
Yeah, this is all very, very strange. But very cool. I apologize for any concern that I may have created. Yeah, as I said, it was only 10, 15 minutes in what it felt like for me. So
You mentioned something like that time would move differently.
When Tonk did the commune spell, was that similar with the questions you was asking?
So we were debating this. Do you remember when you did the commune spell? Was anyone in the room with you?
Nope, I was by myself.
There you go.
Because he was running out of time with having drunk that potion, so he ran up to the room.
Yep.
Cool.
But would it have worked that way during the commune spell? Again, a lot of time would have passed, or is that a different kind of circumstance?
You are conscious while you are doing so.
Okay. You're asking the questions. It's like you're asking the question.
Right.
But after kind of clarifying and kind of making sure Tonk is okay, the more ornate priestess of the temple steps in with more authority.
You're good.
And steps in and I do apologize for interrupting, but Tonk,
yes,
may we have a conversation?
Of course,
privately, if possible.
I'm sure. Yeah, guys, do you mind giving me some space?
Sure.
Make this a shorter conversation.
I won't do it now with you now, Jamie. We'll do that later, but it's about 15 minutes pass, and then Jamie and then Tonk returns. General feel for the conversation is intense. So there is probably a slight intensity about Tonk when he returns.
Are you hungry? Do you need something to eat? Do you need anything?
Yeah, I'm starving.
Okay.
And let's get the hell out of this place.
You shouldn't be dehydrated. Ayala force-fed you water while
you
you
were good. Yeah.
You were practically waterboarded.
Is that why my robes are all wet? Is that why my robes are all wet?
Yeah, that is part of that. But you did say you had a wee, so there could be a little bit of both.
I mean, that might be why I felt like I had a wee.
Hey, that probably is how that works.
Yeah. it's-
Okay. I'll take us to the ship. Has everyone got all your stuff? Did you get all your stuff from
We would have got all our
Yeah.
things from the
Mercedes
I think-
Demise?
the bags.
I don't know. Would we have?
I mean, either way, it's not too difficult to head over to the Satyrs Demise, pick up any stuff that you did leave there, and then head over to the Yellow Quarters to the open shore.
We don't need to role play it, but I would like to pick up a jeweler's kit. If
Sure.
we can do that.
Pretty easy to do. Let me.
I'll say the one thing that with while you're picking up that, you'll probably notice. I don't think Havoc would have grabbed his stuff. He would have gone. But when he goes, when you've seen him now, he's been in kind of general clothes. As he comes out of his room, kind of all packed up, he's wearing wearing armor. He comes out wearing
Oh.
armor and he looks like he's ready to.
Adventure.
I'd say ready to adventure. He's got a pack on that has like a bedroll underneath it. You see like crossbow bolts at his hip, a crossbow on his back, and two the handles of two short swords on his right hip.
Nice. What kind of armor? Is it metallic? Is
It's
it
like a studded leather.
Okay.
Leather with these kind of bits of this silver metallic on it, but mostly like it's this leather that's kind of been washed white with a bunch of oranges and stuff.
cool?
Very cool. So you guys head over to the Yellow Quarter, and then to the open shore, led by Havoc, and then over to the
Sea
the Sea Wench. Thank you. Where there's no one necessarily manning the dock itself, but as you kind of approach the gangplank to walk onto the ship, what you see stepping out of the main cabin is a 6.5 foot tall water genasi
Ooh.
with a large captain's pirate hat on of sorts. And as he steps out and I do believe you are our patrons for this afternoon.
Yep.
Yes,
That's us.
you must be the captain. I spoke to your first mate earlier.
Yes. Sanzia did tell me that there would be some people coming aboard this afternoon, wanting to head out to the Smuggler's Cove, I believe. Interesting choice of destination, if I do say so myself.
Yes, well, smugglers aren't well liked, and I like hitting things that aren't well liked.
Well, very well. We are, I guess, now that you're on board, we will set off as soon as possible. Please make yourself at home. There are a few rooms available below deck, and we will set sail. As Sanzia told you, it will take 2 days to get to your destination, but we will make haste as best we can.
I have a quick question before we, and just before, if this is on the ship, it's before we set off. Do you have any advice for seasickness?
Not get on a ship, first of all. But if it can't be avoided,
Right. Well, I'll catch you all later. Bye.
I suggest
Ah.
not looking out to sea as much. The moving can tend to make it feel worse.
Okay. I thank you.
I can also help with that if you'd like. If you're feeling a little bit sick, I can help you.
Okay.
So can I.
Him more than
All
me,
good for
but
now. We'll see how we go.
Very good. And you guys are brought onto the ship.
Ooh. Ooh.
Not even. Oh, brought onto. Oh, it's cool.
It's a cool ship. I
I
like,
like it too. Yeah.
Dope.
Sweet.
Um,
Concerns me that you have a map that's half cut out.
the other halves are just the lower levels.
I believe.
Oh,
You.
dang. Yeah, it's big.
That being said, actually, there's no reason why you wouldn't be able to see them. I just
Yeah,
did
I
that.
would go down and pick a room. Since he said that it's basically our house. I'm redecorating already. Moving furniture around.
I can just probably. I can just turn off.
Nice for separate rooms or just a room full of beds.
No, where is it? No.
I'd say that'd be the crew quarters, wouldn't it?
There you go.
Nice one.
So the ship is manned by 5 men. Your captain, your first mate, your cook, your carpenter, and your ship hand. So they mostly all have a room to themselves on the 3rd level at the back there. Those rooms there, and the ship hand himself, him being the lowest, takes that room with the 5 beds. So you guys will most likely be camping down in there.
I don't really need a bed, but
Well, correct, true. But without much delay, you guys feel the ship start to set sail and move off from the open shore harbor and head out into the open sea. And with that, we're going to take a break.
Cool. Less than an
I-
hour in, Havoc is vomiting into a bucket.
Nice.
I would have casted Lesser Restoration on you.
Not gonna last long.
Yeah,
I
just
don't-
sickness comes back.
I feel like it, yeah.
I don't know how long. I don't know how long that'll help me for.
Well,
It'll
yeah,
clear
I
me
don't-
up for a moment, and then
I
it'll
don't
just get
think
worse.
I have anything else that can help you.
You'll see me like about to vomit. You'll cast Lesser Restoration. I'll be like, "Oh, thank you. I feel much better." And then about 10 minutes later, again.
AL is doing her thing where she's not being helpful
This
at
is
all,
why
but
I avoided
she's
the water.
trying. You're gonna want to focus on the horizon. You want to eat this whole tin of sardines, and then you would.
Would protection from poison help?
I'm
You're
not
not really
poisoned.
poisoned. You're not poisoned, are you?
No.
Bro, I just want to say I love Havoc so much. I don't know why. I can't pinpoint exactly why, but I love him. Like he's so cool. And I haven't even seen him fight yet, so I'm excited about that. I think it is
really,
that
really.
I don't know, just that like I said before, just his blind it's not naivety. I think it's just his innocence approach towards things that I find interesting.
Yeah, he's a bit. He's fun. I've not played a character. Like I've only played a limited number of characters, really. This is only my 4th character that I've played.
3 in this campaign alone, right?
Crab, you can mark off 25 gold for the jewels
Yeah,
kit.
so 5, I
obviously.
guess, actually.
Yeah.
2 in another campaign where one of mine died again.
25 gold?
25 gold, yep.
Yeesh. Fair enough.
And then yeah, and most of them have had like have been like not similar, but they've been along kind of similar veins, I guess, as far as their personality goes. And then Havoc's just not.
We're still level 6, yeah?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh,
How's the footy, Jamie?
it was great.
Are you into the game today?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, took Oscar to his first
Oh,
game.
nice.
Yeah.
Did he have a good time?
He loved it, which
Yeah,
was really cool.
I bet, yeah.
He had a great time. So I was a little concerned because he's really like sensitive to noise and stuff. Like he just doesn't like loud noises. So I was wondering how he was going to go, but he did really well. So he was 32,000 there, so he did pretty well.
Dude, that's incredible. Yeah.
So yeah, that was good, and they won. They won by 50 points. Which was good,
Yeah.
so
That's awesome.
it was a win.
It cracks me up. Like, I don't remember. You guys were talking about something. Like, I think you were watching a game, and he was asking. He hurt his leg or something. One of the guys hurt his leg, and he was like, "Is he gonna die?"
Yeah,
It cracked me up.
Yeah,
It's so
he did
funny.
ask that. I remember that. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
That's always fun, man. I remember
Should get some food.
my parents didn't ever they didn't have a lot of money, and like there wasn't a lot of availability for stuff like that when I was growing up. But I remember specifically like a couple times we went to, and this sounds so redneck, but we went to it's like a demolition derby thing, like a county-wide, like people just get their junk cars and just bash them into each other. And I remember that was so intense, dude, but I loved it. Like as a little kid, that's something that he'll definitely remember like for the rest of his life. His first game for sure.
Well, I remember my first game, like when I went and watched Port for the first time, and it was with my uncle, who we went and watched. Like we were with him tonight. Like he was
cool.
there as well.
Yeah.
So we went and stayed with him. So it was pretty cool. So, I think we worked out. It was like 24 years ago. That was my first game, and now we're like cool. I'm taking my son 24 years later, which is pretty cool. So, no, it was really, really good. And we went out for sushi afterwards. Like we went and had sushi train afterwards, which was really cool. So, no, it was good. It was just really good. It was really, really cool. So
very cool.
Yeah,
very cool. Very swag.
Yeah.
Got them Cocoa Puffs, brother.
All right, Nesquik balls.
Oh, Nesquik balls, nice.
Wait, do you guys have Cocoa Puffs?
Yeah,
Cocoa Pops.
We have Cocoa Pops.
What do you call them?
Cocoa
Puffs.
Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah, we call them Cocoa Pops.
I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
That's what those look like.
They're a bit bigger.
I love cereal, dude. That's one of those things that like I shouldn't, but I could eat it for every meal, like nearly. Like, be happy with just eating cereal.
Yeah. Yeah, cereal was good.
I have like a treasured childhood memory of having like playing Spyro the Dragon and having a salad bowl sized Fruit Loops. I basically poured the whole fucking box in this fucking like salad bowl and just like
that's amazing.
My mum was so pissed. It's so expensive.
Yeah.
They are.
Do you remember those like variety packs you used to be able to get where it was like Fruit Loops and Rice Bubbles and Cocoa Pops?
They're individual boxes or whatever.
Yeah, like Frosty. What was the Frosty? Is it Frosty the Tiger
Frosted
one?
Flakes.
Frosted
Flakes.
Yeah, they were so good.
Lucky Charms was in them too. We had Lucky Charms and Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah, we've never had Lucky Charms. Like Captain Crunch and Lucky Charms is not really a thing in Australia.
No, we have shops that sell like American candies and cereals, and that. They're always in there. When I was from like 24 to 26, I dated this girl that was from LA, and she'd send me like care packages and
of just all the stuff. Yeah,
Lucky Charms, man, so good.
Yeah. So there's like an off-brand version of that. It's called Marshmallow Mateys, and I think they're better than Lucky Charms. They're so good. They come in like a big bag. Like they don't have the box. It's like it's a massive bag.
Oh yeah.
With like a Ziploc
Amazing.
top.
We have. I've seen like home brand Cocoa Pops that don't even come in a box. It's just a bag.
Mm.
Like they're a fucking bag of rolled oats or something.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Right.
it's like, Rad- do you have any Rad-ats? I'm sorry, sir.
Rad-ats.
What a Rad-ats? I don't even know anymore.
I don't even know anymore. Rad-ats. Oh, dear.
I'm trying to
Did you
remember.
see
some
him
of the jokes.
recently?
Yeah. I'm trying to remember some of the
Yeah.
jokes.
Yeah.
Because like they were filming. He was talking about like how like you go into a store that has like an open sign, but they're closed, and he just like he's kind of dramatization of like walking into a store like, oh hi guys, and then they're like, oh
No,
sorry,
we're closed.
sorry, we're closed. He's just like, shut the fucking door then. Walks off. Like,
I love Carl Barron. It's so funny. His like observational humor is amazing. It's outstanding.
he was just talking about like how the different signs of like yes, comma, were open, and he's like his thing of like I didn't ask, or like just like the way it's kind of like worded, and just like the or just open or whatever. And he's like honestly, you could just leave the fucking door askew. We'll figure it out. Like just a door, like leave the door ajar. Like you don't need these big signs.
It is
But
funny
there's a whole bit
because
about it.
even if there's sign, like people tend to check anyways, right? So like whether it says it's open or closed, people will check regardless.
Yeah. Oh man. I remember. Have you seen the DVD that he brought out, the purple one? I can't remember what it's called. But isn't it he like sits down at the piano and he starts playing the piano, and all of a sudden he's like, pube. He's like, who's the bloke that keeps running around leaving random pubes everywhere?
Yeah.
It's like, pube for you, pube for you.
Yeah. A bag of pubes. Just
Bag of pubes, just handing them out.
pube. Yeah.
Perfect timing, eh?
Yeah. Carl Barron.
Something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. You knew exactly what I'm talking about. My
I think he
favorite
did
one
a,
was talking about the fly. He's like, and the bloke that's talking to himself.
I'll fucking kill you because you can't see the fly. You just see some guy losing his mind.
I fucking told you. And you're standing across the street and you're like, that guy's bloody talking to himself.
Someone's looking at you going, that guy's
bloody talking to himself.
Guy's bloody talking to himself over there.
Just found
There's
out
one
my
where-
sister's going to be in London for the England-Australia match.
Oh, that's
wait,
cool.
we're playing England. I thought we were playing Sweden.
They were messaging saying that we're playing England.
I'm happy to be wrong, but I thought we were playing Sweden. I couldn't.
Look, I tend to believe you over my auntie, so you might be right.
No, we are playing England. Spain plays Sweden.
Okay,
And we play England.
Yeah, so they're going to be in England, in London, at a pub watching it.
That's
gonna be
awesome.
dope. It'd be sick.
That's
That
gonna be.
is so
That's
good.
gonna be. It's gonna be an interesting.
My auntie was. Yeah, my auntie was like, "Oh, wear Australia beanie and scarf and stuff," and Lou was like, "Nope, not a chance, not a fucking chance."
I don't want to die.
That's a really good way to get stabbed really quickly.
Apparently, they watched Green Street Hooligans before they went to a match yesterday as well.
No. Yeah.
Just really freaked them out. But anyway,
I need to watch
for your half day of travel, can someone please roll me a d20 plus 4?
I refused. Last time I did this, I got us into
I'll
a
do it.
fight. So
There'll be four rolls. So anyone?
I'll do it.
else-
So
everyone else do
one
it.
D20 and a D4.
No, 1 d20 plus 4.
Oh. 23.
23.
Whoa.
Cool. The wind is behind you, so you make good haste out of Luskan and make good progress heading towards your destination. Is there anything you'd like to do on the first night of sail?
Vomit a bunch. I'm going to
Fair
be
enough.
back and forth for 5 minutes while I get my food ready. But yeah, my
All good.
character is just vomiting.
I'll hold
into a
your ears
bucket.
back.
No problem.
Thank you.
I would want to. I mean, I know I've done this several times already, but just check back in with Tonk. And it seemed quite important. Whatever it was that happened with you. Obviously, don't want to force you to talk about it if you're not ready, but if you ever are, and if we can help, I imagine having a god reach out to you has got to mean something. So
Yeah, I think it's we're on, or I am on her radar now. I think that's a good thing, but it also means that I need to be probably a little bit more aware of my actions.
So you said she reached out and expressed her disappointment, though. Is that right? Was that everything? I mean, was she happy with you in the same way? Did she
I think
speak to the good things you've done?
Yeah, there's. I need to do some more reflecting and some more prayer. Obviously, it's pretty fresh, and there'll be a conversation that we'll have. But I think at the moment, I'm just trying to get my head right for what we're about to do.
I guess that's
how I contribute to that.
I guess
what we've just gone through.
Kind of where I'm, I guess, headed now was with her expressing her disapproval. I mean, I don't know that we get on the murder subject again, but
murder.
What murder?
Murder.
But the task that we're about to embark on isn't any different, right? I don't want to. I don't know. I mean, I'm not subscribing to the same belief as you, but I also don't want to put you in a situation where you disappoint your deity.
I think you let me worry about that, and I will do everything I can in order to make sure that we're successful. You're successful in this. Well, I want you to be. If this is something that you want to do, I want to make sure that this is something that you can do.
Appreciate that.
And I'm just gonna sort of stony face look out to see as we're traveling along on the ship.
Sure. So if you guys want to just maybe put yourself where you think you would be for these days of travel, you can kind of move yourself wherever you are. Obviously, ALA, if you were speaking to Tonk, you'd probably be next to him. This is the little halfling carpenter that kind of is just generally finishing doing work around the ship. This fellow over here is the cook and would just generally be preparing your meals for you. And then this is the ship hand. And then obviously you've got your shipmate, your first hand and your captain up at the wheel of the ship, I think, whatever it's called. but your first night comes to a close on the sea, with a fairly uneventful but at least made good progress. If someone would like to roll me there, I've just seen Joel's background through me for a second.
It's the closest I can get.
To be in that sea
If
is
someone
funny.
wants to roll another d20 and add 4, please.
I'll go.
What's the isles that we're headed to?
It's the Smuggler's Cove is what is all we've been notified of so far.
Yeah. Yes. Yep.
+4.
Yes. +4.
7.
This is a vibe.
7. Okay. Not as I suppose good wind today. Actually, a little bit of a headwind. So
You notice you're being followed.
your progress isn't as decent today than that it was yesterday. Kira, roll me a perception check.
Roll the same fucking thing. 14.
14.
I rolled a 3.
You are spending your time looking out to sea, and you're not starting to notice that correct. You are starting to notice that it is quite difficult to notice things while at sea, whether that be just the constant moving of the boat, the difference between the ocean and the sky, the water being so deep and dark, but it's difficult to notice say things that would be as on land.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh my fucking god! I just rolled 3 times in a row. Wow.
Nice.
I was gonna ask. I was about to say Elric Havoc with a 14. Do I see something
Yes. Yep.
that I've? Oh, still.
It's probably
Okay.
been on the ship the entire time. In fact, most of you have probably picked up on it by now.
Okay. There's a
What have we
hawk.
picked up on?
There's a hawk just chilling with us.
I have no idea. I wouldn't. The birds are
Oh,
out
so
there somewhere.
I also haven't noticed that it's your hawk. I've just noticed that I may not
No,
have even noticed that there's a bird.
There's just a hawk that's just been chilling on the masts.
Cool.
I'll go up to Tonk.
I've said nothing about it.
Yeah.
Not associated
would
with it
like-
at all yet.
Well, Tonk and Yell are together, and I'd be like, "Hey guys, there's a hawk that's just kind of sitting on the mast over there, and I did notice it somewhat following us when we were, when we had when we were taking Tonk to the temple and then coming back to get the ship. Strange.
Somebody
I
spying.
guess from your question, it's not
Roll me
yours.
Roll me a perception check, Tonk and Ayla.
14.
11.
I had a 14 too.
Cool. You both notice it.
Okay.
So,
Oh, yeah.
do you think somebody's following us? Somebody's watching? Like, I mean, what would a hawk be doing following us around?
I mean, I'm well versed in many an animal and their behavior, and this isn't outside of hunting, and as small as Tonk may be, probably not what a hawk is looking for. I
I resent that.
I don't understand why it would be. It's too strange to be a coincidence.
Well, do hawks come this far out to sea?
To be honest, I haven't, so I wouldn't know.
I can't say I have either.
You wanna try to catch it and ask some questions? I'm pretty sneaky.
I mean,
I do have speak with animals.
I have
Got a
speak with
little
small
Baldur's
beasts.
Gate on it.
I'll put my I'll lay my spear down on the deck and I'll like approach the mast that has it on it and start to climb up sneakily.
What?
Roll stealth check.
My stealth is pretty. Ooh, +8. Hell yeah! So a dirty 20.
Cool. Beings of the universe, does the hawk fly away?
Looks down, like directly at you, and tilts its head. I rolled a nat 20.
I keep going. Like I have no idea if I'm being noticed or not. Right? Like so, I'll keep climbing the ladder, trying to get close. Is it kind of like out on the edge of the mat or on the sail post or whatever that's called?
Yeah.
Okay. Like Peter Pan, Captain Hook style, where
What are the crew? Do the crew see Ayla mounting the fucking?
The crew, eventually they would notice her. Yes.
so like I'll like sit like my legs across each side of the piece of board that's holding up the sail, and I'll be like scooching up, fully thinking that I'm like making some progress here, not being noticed.
All I'm
Trying to get closer.
envisioning is Ayla climbing this post, like singing the Mission Impossible song in her head.
No. Even
like humming it.
Even better. The Emperor's New Groove, where
Yes,
Yeah.
Kronk.
It's very I was gonna say like Family Guy. He's like, just
About halfway up, you hear a voice in your mind that just says, I see you've spotted my little friend. Nothing to be too concerned about. He's just a friend of mine. You hear Havoc's voice.
Oh. Well, Ayala wanted me to. Look at me. I'm doing it.
Ayla wanted me to go grab it.
Ayala wanted me to catch this. Kira wanted me to catch this.
I'm sorry, Ayla isn't here right now. Please leave a message.
That's just constant reply. Anyone that tries to message me, just nonstop.
Nice.
So this is your bird then, and I'll stop and yeah, I guess I'll not moving forward and just look closer at the bird.
Probably best you climb down. If you want to meet him, I can get him to fly on down, and he'll kind of jump off the perch and kind of circle down towards the deck.
Sure. And I'll try to make my way down without falling.
Acrobatics.
Give me one sec. Okay, there we go. Boo. Except he's probably going to be way too big.
Did when I was getting somewhat close to it, did it seem like the typical hawk that I've seen?
There you go. You can move it around now.
Same, pretty typical, except its feathers have like a more of a slightly. They're dark, and from a distance you'd say like almost black, but when you get closer you realize they're like a dark blue.
Okay.
Cool.
Same color I dyed my hair in high school.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be able to move that around as well, Dow, if you want.
Oh, cool.
Should be able to. And if you want to like not have it centered on a square, I think you press Alt and drag it somewhere, and it will be free flowing.
Yeah.
Cool. So if someone wants to roll another D20 plus 4, one of the two that haven't so far.
Probably say too, if like one of the knights, like probably the second We're in the second night now. Tonight, yeah. I'll send Elric a message. I'll send and just to
It's at
No, go
10.
ahead. Go ahead.
the High Oak.
We'll do it in a sec.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll roll
Sorry,
then.
sorry.
If you haven't already, Dale, unless you wanted to.
Did Dale roll? He was
I don't
holding
know.
up.
He was counting steps.
Oh, he's counting. He's
yeah,
counting.
counting
Okay,
words.
I'll roll.
But he doesn't need to because I've written out 25 words.
Counting steps.
Ooh,
He's
natural
prepared.
19 for what? 23.
23. Cool.
Very good.
The wind tends to change, or not doesn't tend to. The wind does change, allowing. I know that was very cryptic, wasn't it? Winds tend to change when things are going our way. No,
Fortune cookie.
the winds change and do provide you with a tailwind, giving you a little bit more of a boost in this second half of the day, and going into the evening. You guys have quite the tailwind going, and are looking like you are going to arrive mid-morning instead of late afternoon.
Ooh,
Okay.
nice.
So I will say, with the winds blowing, and this is just for flavor, Ale is sitting at the front of the boat, just kind of cross-legged with her spear pointed in the direction we're going, and meditating and watching the wind blow through the piece of cloth on the end of her spear, and doing what she calls just listening to the wind.
Sure. Kira, roll me a perception check. Actually, everyone that wants to, you can roll me a perception check.
I'm under the deck, so not me.
I'm not going to either since I'm meditating.
Sure.
29.
22.
Cool.
29.
29.
Both of you notice something under the water.
No.
That would
Oh,
appear to be tailing you.
Captain, my captain.
Yes. What can I do for you?
I'm just gonna point at the back of the boat. What is that normal?
And he'll kind of gesture to Sanzia, kind of go have a look, and Sanzia will move towards the back of the boat next to you, and look out the back of the boat. I can't see what you're looking at. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Captain, are there any live fish on the boat?
Live fish?
Yes.
No, I don't believe there are. What do you mean by live fish? Do you mean like a live fish?
Alive.
Yeah.
no, he doesn't have a fish tank.
No, we don't have a fish tank, and we don't keep live fish on board.
Kira, you understand how the boats work, right? We want to keep the fish and the water out of the boat.
Is there like a net that's you can pull up?
That's a real AI question there.
We do have nets, yes.
Is there any way that I could get a fish, like quickly?
You want to talk?
It seems like there's something big behind us. I feel like we're in trouble here.
Kira, you are more than welcome to try and fashion a fishing rod, and try and fish for a fish if you would like, with a survival check.
Sure. Come on, I want to.
This is very high DC.
We're being chased by something, and you're going to try and catch a fish.
Oh, God. Why is that so funny to me?
Modern problems
13.
require modern solutions.
13.
Exactly.
The rest of you will Havoc, you notice Kira run down into your room, quickly searching around for some type of string, then quickly run back up. Ayla and Tonk and the rest of the crew see Kira tie some sort of ration that she has from her pack to the end of a string and then throw it overboard, holding it, and then kind of leaning off the side, just trying and jiggling it.
You like hand lining?
Hand lining. Eagerly trying to catch some sort of fish. Meanwhile, Tonk,
Didn't put a hook on it though.
No. Yeah, just had some rations on the end of on the end of a string. Tonk, you take some time to point out to Sanzir kind of what you were looking at, and eventually he does notice some sort of large shadow underneath the water following you.
Is that normal? Like, should we be bracing for something? Is this?
It is not normal,
Okay.
and perhaps we should be preparing ourselves.
Okay.
There have been words of ships going down along the coast. All they say is that something comes from the depths and attacks them.
Well, that's not fun.
I'll go speak to the captain, and he'll kind of run off back towards the captain, and they'll start to have a conversation between themselves about what they should do.
How far away is it from us?
As you're looking at that, it is starting to get very close, and the shadow is getting quite large.
Is that within 30 feet?
Hard to tell from underwater. You can roll a perception check to try and find out.
Have I caught anything yet?
No.
14.
14. Hard to tell. This is trying to gauge something from underwater. Very, very difficult thing to do.
All right.
Refraction is a thing.
I'm gonna cast blindness on it.
Blindness?
Yeah.
What's the range on blindness?
30 feet.
30 feet.
10 meters, that's not bad.
Where is this? Is it an attack roll?
It's a saving throw.
It's a saving throw.
Yeah.
You prepare this spell and you release it into the water, and you get the same feeling as if you are unsuccessful hitting a spell.
Aim lower, below it. You can aim below it.
But that does give you an idea that it is obviously further than 30 feet away.
Yep.
But as the ship is kind of still pushing towards your destination, this shadow looming beneath, slowly approaching you, what are you preparing to do? I will say, just quickly, there is a ballista on board. Also, the ship has an AC and hit points and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Because obviously we have not
less comfortable.
Because we have not done a ship thing before, so I thought I'd point it out. But
is it just ballista? There's no cannons.
There's only one ballista on board. You get the idea that this is not a brigand or a warship of sorts. This is technically what this is a caravel, which is a small sailing ship.
Sure.
But whoever does man it, I do have some stats for the ballista.
Yeah, so I with the ruckus and them talking about there being something in the water that I want to look at and kind of try to familiarize myself with this ballista and how it might work. So,
sure. Roll an intelligence check.
Okay. 11.
11. Okay. You get the general idea of how this weapon works. You can see that there's a bucket or a barrel next to the ballista that contains these harpoons that require loading. You can see that there is a handle trigger where you can hold it and you pull pull the trigger, which releases said harpoon, and you can see that there is a crank to then reload it. And you get the idea that this is not a fast reloading ballista.
Yeah. Does it have a tether to the harpoons? Like, is there a rope tethered to it to an anchor point, or are they just loose?
The harpoons have a loop at the end of each of them, which you would be able to attach a rope to. With obviously that doesn't require a very high intelligence check, but they are not actually attached at the moment.
I'm not sure that's what I would want anyway.
It's a ship, so there's rope everywhere, so that's not something difficult to find.
Cool.
But what else are you doing? Kira, are you still fishing?
Yep.
Roll another survival check.
If I figured out how to load it, I will prepare it to fire. Like in the time. Like I'll let you. That'll be what I'll be doing.
18.
18. Okay. What did you say, Crop? Sorry.
I was saying after I figured out that I could prepare it to fire, I'd be cranking it to load it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Provided that it wasn't already.
No, it wasn't. But you can definitely crank the ballista to load it and load a harpoon into said ballista. So, because you are manning it, I will tell you it is a ranged weapon attack with a +6 to hit, with a range of 120, 480 feet. And on hit, it is a 3d10 piercing damage.
Cool.
3d10.
3d10.
Any modifiers? Just straight 3d10.
Just straight 3d10, but it is a 1920 crit.
Oh,
that's actually pretty dirty.
So crit on a 19 or a 20.
Correct.
That's awesome.
Cool. So, Kira, your 18 survival, you do get a tug on your
It's the monster. Fuck off. Fuck off.
You do get the reason I roll is because I rolled a nat 20 on my perception check. In a brief instant, Tonk, you notice the shadow disappear.
Oh, shit.
Because it moves quick enough and not sure how deep, but it moves under the boat. So you are no longer able to see it or see said shadow. Before long, Kira, you feel the tug on your line, and after a moment, what you see come crashing out of the ocean is a serpent-like blue dragon.
What?
Oh, shit.
We're going to roll initiative.
Blue.
Hey, let's go.
This blue dragon attached to the end of Kira's string, holding onto it, comes bursting out of the ocean.
Flying it like a kite.
Bamps out its wings, and it starts wafting kind of this seawater back into your faces, and is hovering probably 10 foot above the deck of the boat, or the upper deck of the boat, and is kind of snarling and screeching in front of you.
Sick.
25 to 20.
Oh, yeah, rolling initiative.
Ooh, yeah,
Oops,
yeah, initiatives.
I didn't do that.
Oh, I'm so glad that didn't roll off the table. Whew, that was close. I think I'm just
so everyone knows, my plan was to try to catch a fish and cast beast sense on it so I could throw it back in the water and see what the fish saw. Just
that would have
just
been
FYI.
That would have been really cool.
Yeah.
Do you have any
That's
live
awesome.
fish?
Yeah, that
Might
was
be
also-
my
hold
favorite
on.
part.
Hold
that
on,
might be my favorite question I've ever heard.
Hold on, I got one in my pocket.
Sorry, not a fish, but we got lobster in the tank underneath.
I was thinking
Yeah.
I was thinking that too. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna think to ask that. But to cast beast sense, it says you touch a willing beast, so I didn't know if I'd have to talk to it first and cast
Fish isn't
speak with
willing to go
animals.
back home, go back in the ocean. No, I don't
Make
want
it
to.
willing, then cast beast sense.
Oh man, I
Oh
need
my God.
polymorph so I can polymorph myself, and then I can.
Oh, it'd be so
Then
funny.
you can use
All
beast sense on me.
right, 25 to 20. No one. 15 to 20.
I hate
18.
you guys.
When I get included.
What was that? Sorry, 3 people's wrong ones.
19.
19.
Oh, Tonk 19.
Havoc at 18.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. 10 to 15.
14.
13.
14. What did Kira have?
13.
Cool. Coolio.
So it's flying in the air 10 feet above the boat or 10 feet above the water?
Above just off the edge, about. So there's currently where Derek and like the carpenter are located is about 5 foot down from where the captain and you guys are
sure.
located. There's
Yeah.
they're kind of stairs upwards.
Okay.
It's about hovering 10 feet above where that is.
Right, okay.
About where you guys are. So it's about 10 foot above you guys, just off the edge of the boat.
Okay.
But top off the rank, Tonk. What would you like to do?
Sort of shocked at this. I'm going to cast Bless on. Actually, I didn't measure this. I cast Bless on myself, Derek. Where's the rabbit? Where's the rabbit?
In the deck below.
Sorry, the rabbit's
Oh.
downstairs.
Yeah. I'm still in my chamber.
Derek, Kira, myself, and the first mate.
Sure.
Thank you.
Wait, so you can do 4 people?
With a first level Bless, I can do 4 people.
Okay.
Sorry, it's up to 3. No, you're right.
So
it's
not
up to 3.
Derek
Don't do Derek.
or Derek.
Not Derek. Yeah, first mate, myself, and Kira.
Very
And
good.
that's
Um,
D4.
D4 to
Saving rolls and hit rolls.
saving rolls and attack rolls. Yes. And that will be my turn.
Very good.
Yeah, that'll be my turn. Yeah.
Finishing Tonk's go, Havoc.
Havoc is probably heard the commotion by now from everything.
Definitely.
And-
it is not a quiet screech this dragon releases.
And he probably gets up and stumbles over to the doors, and looks out and probably looks out about here. And you just kind of see him like leaning down. And he'll reach back and pull out his crossbow. And he'll just kind of look around. What did I miss? And then he's going to see. Start a small. He's going to just raise his crossbow and take a shot.
Go for it.
That is a. Ooh, that's 15 to hit.
Flies just over the top of this dragon as it's kind of whirling. You actually get
I hate
kind of
these sea legs.
You get a better look, Kira, at this dragon, and it is skinny and very eel-like, as its kind of these long, skinny wings are kind of wafting and keeping it afloat, and it is wiggling almost around in the air, similar to what you would expect it to move around in the ocean.
yeah.
It has similar kind of maneuverability in the air as well as it does as what you might assume in the water.
Cool.
Is it flapping its wings to?
It is
Like
flapping its wings.
I Yeah, so I'm going to use my extra attack, and what it's going to look like is I'm going to fire a crossbow bolt. It's going to miss, and then I'm still aiming down the crossbow bolt, going to cast firebolt, and you're going to see like this beam of fire come out of my like shoot down my crossbow line, and I rolled a 26 to hit.
26 hits.
And that will be 10 points of damage.
Cool. So this bolt from the crossbow flies over the top, and then a large beam of fire follows it and hits the dragon in the side of its neck, and it explodes, and it releases another screech as it kind of reacts to this. But does that finish your go?
I don't think it liked that. Yes, that's the end of my go.
Cool. It will now be the dragon's go. The dragon is going to move forward, stepping onto, putting its front legs onto this boat, kind of like snarling and having its teeth kind of bared. It will make one bite attack against you, Kira, and then will swing its claws, one at the captain and then one at you, Kira. So the bite will be an 18.
Yep.
Make sure I roll the right dice. Cool. Maths is hard. 19 points of piercing damage, and you take. Is that a 1 or a 6? No, that's a 6. 11 points of cold damage.
Oh.
And then one of when I said claw attacks, I should say fin attacks, to clarify. So the one against the captain will be that hits. 22 to hit. And that is holy oh no.
So
to kill the captain.
Is it a natural 20 or is it a normal 20?
No. It was a normal. It was a 22, but no,
Okay.
It was. I just rolled 2d6 and rolled 2 6s.
Yeah, okay.
So that's 15. Maths is hard on the fly, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Can be.
Okay, cool. And then the last one against you, Kira, for his other fin attack, which should miss. I believe it's only a 13.
Yeah, miss.
Cool. But that will finish his go. Kind of half. He takes a large snap at you, and he snaps onto your leg, Kira, and then kind of reefs his head back, and then swings twice with his fins. But that will finish his go. Ayala.
I will spin the ballista around and aim it. I can see it, right? Like I can aim it.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And I'll take a shot with the ballista at the dragon.
Go for it.
Come on.
Is there a plus to hit with the ballista?
There is.
Yeah, plus 6.
Nope. 9 to hit.
9 definitely does not hit.
Mhm.
Hard to get this ballista, never using it before. You kind of try and spin it around and try and aim this thing as best that you can. And as you kind of line up the sights, you realize it goes a lot higher than what you expect it to, and it just flies over the top of the dragon.
Okay. And I will try to reload. Spend the rest of my turn.
It is a bonus action to reload.
Okay. That'll be my turn. I'm not going to move anymore, none of that. So
Cool. Kira.
Being chomped on so fucking hard, Kira will take a few steps back just instinctively. Obviously,
Sure. He will
provoking
try and
opportunity.
swing again with his fin reactively with a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits me.
You would take 8 points of slashing damage.
Jesus fucking Christ. Kira does not look good. That bite went very deep. Yeah, she moves back and she gets fucking thwacked again. In an attempt to try to control this situation a little bit of sorts. This might not be might not work at all. As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Ensnaring Strike at 2nd level. And I'm going to try to hit it with an arrow to try to control. So that is a 16, 26 to hit.
26 hits.
Okay. So on the hit, Ensnaring Strike so the vines are going to come out and try to wrap around it. A large or larger creature has advantage on this saving throw. It's a strength save. I didn't even roll my D4, but I hit it.
That would be a... Do you add just your general modifiers for your ability to saving throws? No, you don't do.
For monsters, it's the general modifier unless it says
saving throw modifiers.
Saving throw, yeah.
So it only
will have it'll have modifiers and then it'll
Yeah.
have saving throws below that.
Yeah, I thought that was the case. No, it only rolls an 11.
It's a 16. So
It is ensnared.
Yeah, it's restrained.
What does that mean? It just means movement 0.
Movement 0.
Yeah.
Not disadvantage on attacks.
Attack rolls have advantage, and it has disadvantage.
Oh,
it's not just grappled; it's restrained.
It's restrained.
Grappled would be no movement,
Sick.
right?
Sick.
Yes.
So no movement. We have advantage. That has disadvantage.
That's actually really big.
Disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Cool. Really glad that went off. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. That's concentration. So it'll take 1d6 piercing damage at the start of each of its turns, and then obviously
what was the damage for the actual arrow to hit?
Yeah, I'm going to roll that now. Sorry. I'm guessing it's just a save on each of its turns now, I guess, right?
What's it called? Ensnaring strike?
While restrained by the spell, the target takes 1d6 damage at the start of each turn. A creature restrained by the vines or one can touch the creature can use an action to make a strength check. So it has to use its action to make a strength check to break out.
Gotcha.
Cool. All right. Restrained for now. It's going to use his next action. Sick. Awesome. All right. I'll roll for damage. Jesus, I'm so out of sorts here.
It is concentration.
Yes.
It is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome.
Stopwatch.
Max damage. So 13 points of piercing for the arrow. And then I'll fire another arrow.
Go for it.
So this one also it'll be at advantage.
Sure will.
Mhm.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
I don't think I'm going to need the 26. Don't need
26
I
hits,
mean,
yeah.
don't need bless. All right. Again. Ugh, fucking 1. So 6 piercings for that one.
Sure.
Glances off.
Anything else from Kira?
Yes, she will run down the boat. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
You
I've
also
got
took
40.
2 steps back as well.
Yeah, counted those. Yeah, I can make it here.
Cool.
Yeah, she'll just stop there and try to regain composure a bit. That'll be my turn.
Cool. Nothing from Derek?
No, I've used my bonus action and stuff, so I can't really command him at all.
Sure. So it will then be the crew's go. The crew, the captain, having taken a large kind of swipe from this dragon, pulls out a. Actually, no, he's not. He is going to. No. Yeah, he's going to pull out his light hammer that he has attached to the side of his back, and is going to hit this dragon while holding onto this wheel as his kind of head is riling around. Just that one. Yeah, and he hits. Wow, with a natural 19. Good for him. The dragon takes
Good for you.
4 damage. Why can't I?
He's the real hero.
Why do I feel like these guys are not equipped to deal with this?
Like these white boats have been going down because
The first mate is wearing chainmail, so
and then
the first is well equipped.
Yeah.
The first mate will wheel around and kind of pull out a large longsword, wielding it with 2 hands, and will swing wildly twice.
He was definitely the one to bless.
Nope. When you roll a 1 and a 2, it doesn't do anything.
Bless can't even help that.
No.
6. Oh no, he hits on the second one.
With bless.
Yeah, even I didn't even roll bless, but he would hit with bless.
There you go.
He rolled a 12 plus 6, and then with bless, so that hits.
Easy.
Well, actually, what would it have been with bless? Let's see. Yeah, rolled a 4 on the bless. That definitely helps. It's 1d10.
You wasted it.
6 points of damage. Okay, cool. Cool. And he will stay in combat with this dragon. And then it will be Tonk's go.
I'm going to move up into its face.
Sure.
And I'm going to say to the dragon, this was a bad idea. And I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds at level 3.
Sure.
Come on, baby.
And I get advantage because
it's restrained still, right?
Crit.
Yeah, that's what I'm really hoping for.
Hit the crit.
No, 22 to hit though.
22 hits.
Yeah.
God, it actually goes off.
So that's 5d10.
Yeah. Inflict wounds. Like I've seen like funny builds where people are like, "Oh, this character's so strong," and it's like any cleric with hold person and inflict wounds.
Yeah.
Oh, that rolled terribly on the dice.
Auto crit inflict wounds.
24 points of
Oof.
necrotic.
It's not nothing, dude.
24 points of necrotic damage.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
and I'm going to give me 2 ticks. I'm going to use Harness Divine Power to regain a spell slot at level 2.
Sure.
Yep, and that'll be my turn.
Finishing Tonks go Havoc.
Havoc's gonna look at the mess that is going on, see like Kira running away, like cut up as heck,
Mhm.
and then see like the guys, everyone in there. He's gonna look down and be like, "Well, the hell with it." And he's gonna drop his crossbow, and he's just gonna run forward. And as he does, he's gonna pull out his 2 short swords. And I would like to cast. We are going to go with Spirit Shroud on myself.
Sure. Is that concentration?
That is concentration.
Wait, what? I'm so confused.
That's not at all what I expected.
Nope.
I'm going to run forward and cast Spirit Shroud. I'm going to choose Radiant Damage.
Sure.
Because he's within range, right, for me to run in? Yeah. It's only like.
Are you still on the top, half?
Yeah.
So you got add 5 feet to. Oh, if you're going from line of sight from where you are, then yeah, 30 feet.
Yeah. So I'll get up in his face, right up in his face. I'm going to bolt over, and then I'm going to crack in with 1 short sword. And this is still at advantage, yes?
Yep.
Cool. First attack is a nat 20.
Very good.
I'll take that. So that'll be 8 and 4, 8 points of radiant, plus 8 points of slashing.
Yep.
And then I'm going to, with my extra attack, do a booming blade attack.
Sure.
That's a nat 20 again.
Whoa.
Okay.
Bro.
Hey!
You're welcome.
I'm never
Yeah.
going to hit anything. I'm doing less damage with this attack. So that's... and I need...
You're dealing 2d8 there, you're right?
No, I'm dealing 4d8.
No,
and
sorry.
2d6.
I was going to say 2d8 with your Spirit Shroud, though.
2d8 with Spirit Shroud, 2d6
Yeah.
with a short sword, 2d8
Yeah.
with Booming Blade.
Yeah.
So we've got 12 and another 4 is 16 plus 4, 20 points of damage.
Yep.
And then I'm going to make an offhand attack. Actually, no, I'm not. I've already done my bonus action. So it's just going to be bang and then bang. And then if it does move in the next turn, it will take another 2d8 damage. And
Sure.
I'm just going to do that. And then I'm just going to stand there, braced in its face with my 2 swords drawn.
No problem.
Kind of a crazy
so-
combo.
Finishing Havoc's insane combo, the dragon is going to try and pull free from.
I think it's my go
this-
first before the dragon, isn't it?
Nope.
No, I think it was between.
Dragon rolled a natural
Oh.
18 on his initiative.
It went before
Okay.
you last time.
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause
I'm just
it-
confused.
it
I thought
comes
me
from
and
both.
Havoc were like right next to each other, like in roll at the beginning.
you
But
went
it's
me.
fine. It's fine.
It's you
Oh,
and me.
that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
You're right before me.
It's my mistake.
All right.
So yeah, the dragon's going to try and break free from this ensnaring vine and kind of move off the boat. So it has to make a strength save.
Yeah.
Natural 20.
That'll do it.
So it will
Jesus.
pull free, and it'll actually like basically rip this thread out and just kind of push off the deck and actually fly up. And as it jumps up, it'll take its extra damage, and then we'll actually make a dive into the ocean.
Do we get
and
to?
yeah, you can all make
Okay,
opportunity
we'll
attacks
make
for those who can,
opportunity.
and then we'll disappear into the
Give me a
ocean.
second. I need to check something. Let's see what I've got.
Yeah, it's reduced by 10 feet. I'm going to hit it with a guiding bolt
Do you have Warcaster?
at level 2. I do.
Cool.
I'm gonna hit it with a booming blade.
Sure. So these ones don't have advantage because it broke free at the start of its turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the first mate will make his attack as well with a +4.
21.
21 hits. Yep.
I have a question. That's a weird rules one.
Are you talking about my guiding bolt and then your booming blade
No.
giving you advantage?
I'm talking about casting slow if I only target one creature as the reaction.
Do you have Warcaster as well?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a good roll.
Because it says because Warcaster is
Whoa.
you can use reaction to make an opportunity attack to cast a spell that has a casting time of 1 action and only targets that creature. So slow can target more creatures, but if I only make it target that creature.
Yeah, but it can still target one creature.
Yeah.
Just like it can still target a creature. You can just choose one.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna cast slow. It's a wisdom save.
Cool. Hold on, just give me 1 sec. Cool. What was the damage from you, Jamie?
21. 22.
Oh,
actually, no, never mind. I can't cast slow.
Okay, cool. No problem.
I'll just go with booming blade instead.
On a reaction, 22. What the fuck?
Yeah, that was a big a big guiding bolt. I don't know how you want to do that, but however you want to do it, the next person to hit it has advantage.
Well, the first mate's already hit and I've already rolled for the captain, so it'll be on whatever Havoc has to do.
Okay.
So if he's doing
I am booming blading it. Do I get advantage, or is it on the net? Will be like
no,
the following ones?
It'll be on yours. On this one here.
Good, I needed it. That'll be a 22 hit.
22 hits. So have you done the 2d8 for the booming blade as well?
So as soon as it moves, it would have taken. That's pretty fucking good. 15 points.
Yep.
And then I will hit it for 13 points of damage.
Yep. Cool.
And it will take another 10 points as it flies off as a second booming blade hits.
Cool.
It also has a reduced movement of 10 feet.
From
Spirit Shroud.
Spirit
Shroud from Dao, or from Havoc.
Cool. That won't really matter, but
yeah,
sure. Cool. Okay. But that will finish the Dragon's Go. Aela, you're up.
I imagine I can't see it now.
It is not visible. Correct.
So I will hold my action in case it becomes visible again, and then shoot it if it does.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
No problem. Kira.
With my bonus action, I'll call Derek over to stay in the middle of the boat, as I feel that's probably safest.
Mm-hmm.
And with my action, just kind of ready an arrow and hold it until I see it. Yeah.
Yep, cool. No problem. The crew will be doing the same, holding their actions. Wait,
We haven't slowed down or anything. Like the captain haven't taken any other maneuvers on.
No, so the
Okay.
the captain left the helm to go hit it. Oh, that was actually with the bosun. No wonder that was so bad. I fucked that up. Oh, that's my bad.
You attacked with the bosun instead of the
Yeah,
the
I
captain.
yeah. I was wondering why he only had a light hammer. I was like, what the fuck? That seems really weird. Anyway, he was actually meant to have a multi-attack with a long sword, same as the first mate.
That makes more sense. I did
Huh.
find it weird that he was such a shit fighter.
Yes. Yeah, I
It's
definitely
like,
missed that.
okay,
It's fine. You guys did work on
he's
him.
just the brains of the
Moving.
operation.
Yeah, no, you guys just did 69 points of damage in a reaction of him moving, so it's all good. But they will hold. They don't have any ranged attack, so he will hold his action at the edge of the boat, and the captain will hold his hand crossbow attack. The bosun doesn't have any range beyond 5 feet, so he will just kind of move, kind of like towards the back of the boat. Actually, you already reloaded, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
He will hold his action with a harpoon in preparation to reload straight away.
Okay.
Ooh,
Cool.
little helper.
Thank you.
No worries, sir. He didn't get his name, but he's a little halfling that is there ready to help. But finishing the cruise go, Tonk and Havoc, you guys are both up.
I'm gonna zap Kira with a 3rd level cure
Guiding
wounds. You heal. Oh, that's garbage.
Right.
Sorry, 9. Where are we? Plus 4. 13 points of damage. That's really bad roll.
Thank you.
Better than nothing.
Yes. Yeah. A lot better than nothing.
That'll be my go, I think.
Sure.
Yeah. Because I can't. I can't use the staff and then use. Actually, no. I can't use spirit weapon at the same time, can I? Because it's 2 spells.
Correct.
Yeah.
Your staff is just a way to channel, like cast it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's cool. That's top shit. No, all good.
I'm just gonna sit there, and it's just chilling as these kind of weird spirits kind of float and drift around me.
Sure.
Just
Not holding an action or anything like that.
I'll hold a firebolt for if it comes out. Just sit there with like a bit of fire, like you'll just see like on the tip, like the tip of one of my blades just seems to be a little ball of fire.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, I'm just going to move down next to Derek too, by the way, Ben.
Yep.
Richard.
No problem. How do I hold on 1 sec? It's only that's lame. 5, 10,
2
15.
people with Warcaster is nuts.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Five, 10, 15, 20. That should be a cone, no?
We can't see it, I don't think.
A 30-foot cone actually is there, right?
We can't see it.
anything.
You can't see that?
It doesn't show us.
Oh, I know.
So that you can measure it and.
Oh, that's lame. I thought
Did you see
guys
that
would be
they're
able
going to
to
be
see it.
putting cones and stuff like that in this? For like measuring tools? You're going to have cones and circles and stuff eventually on the next update?
I really can't believe they didn't already have it.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
But basically, the dragon will re-emerge here. So anyone holding their action will be able to do so. But as it re-emerges with some waves behind it, and it breathes out, and a large tidal wave of water rushes across the deck and in a 30-foot cone from where it is, which I believe would then be Havoc, the captain,
Everyone.
Tonk, Derek, not the Falcon, and Kira. So
Okay.
basically, everyone in that center section, not the first mate or Ayala or the bosun, but I need you all to make a dexterity saving throw.
Crap.
So I don't know if it would
Before
matter.
the actions go off.
Do our reactions go first?
So I think reactions go first because you can do that. You hold your reaction and then that goes off first.
So do
Hmm.
I shouldn't help my reaction. I missed my shot and I missed my saving throw.
Okay. Cool. So Havoc missed. Cool.
I rolled a six
Ooh,
to attack.
fuck.
So
Tonk.
19.
Yeah, that's not good.
19. Cool. You save.
If a 19
six-
didn't say.
Does a 16 hit as an attack?
16 does not hit.
What about an
Do
18?
you have
What about
You have
what?
18, 1-8.
Oh, bless.
18? No. 18 does hit, yes.
Okay.
6, 7, 8. What did I say? 16?
16.
Six-
Yeah, you
16.
said 16.
19.
19 does hit, yes.
Ah,
So the harpoon, harpoon hit.
Bless
come
coming in
through.
clutch.
Bless.
Please kill this thing before its
Bless.
thing goes off.
Oh, yeah, I get D4 on my saving
Fuck
throw
my
too.
fucking fuck. That's another 1 my damage die. 6 piercing.
You get, remember, D4 for the saving throw, yeah.
Yeah, you get D4 on your saving throw too, John.
Yeah, I'm doing
And so does the
right
captain. Ben.
16 damage
sorry.
Not
with the
the
harpoon.
captain, the first
The
mate.
captain is not blessed.
Sorry,
he
yeah, there you go,
fails.
yeah.
now.
Captain
4,
fails.
5, 6, 7. 26 for my saving throw for for Kira.
Yep, that passes.
Derek, however.
23 with bless.
Ooh.
Derek gets a nat 20 for a 25. He stomps his hooves into the boat and
What
just
was the
like
damage from the
fortifies
harpoon?
himself.
16, 1-6.
16.
Nice. Nice.
So everyone's let their reactions go. Just making sure no one missed. And then Havoc failed, Tonk passed, Derek passed, Kira passed, and the captain failed. All right, cool. So let's roll these dice. Cool.
Roll these dice, he says.
I'm very excited for this.
Oh,
I think I'm going to go down.
Be
If you
downed or
kill
go.
me- If I die, if I fucking die,
Are you squishy?
No, you
oh my
won't die.
lord, yes,
You won't die.
Why can't I
What?
find what?
I could.
Oh, here it is.
No,
You squishy boy.
You can't die.
Yeah, I can.
No, you can't.
He dies
know
and
how
goes
much
overboard, and his body floats to the.
Yeah, I mean, we have diamonds, and it's.
I
Oh, yeah.
mean, we gotta have that conversation first, though. I mean,
Are we going to use them on Havoc? That's the question.
it's 300 gold.
We don't know him that well.
I do have like 4 of them though.
Alright,
then
cool.
Tom will be in trouble again from
Yeah.
Ouija.
So those that failed take hold on, I have to write total
I do not like that.
41 points of damage.
Yeah.
Those that passed take 20.
Wow.
Oh my god!
And there you if you failed, you are pushed 15 meters away and
15
forced
meters or
prone.
15 feet?
feet. Sorry, 15 feet.
That's
Am I
off the boat.
Am I washed off the boat?
5, 10. Yes, you are pushed off the boat.
I am unconscious off the boat.
Okay,
Yeah.
I
The captain also is pushed off the boat. Why can't I move anything? Oh, all right, that's why.
I'll get my
He is
fishing
also
line.
pushed-
Hold on.
This is
He is also pushed
bad.
off the boat and is unconscious.
Kira's fucked.
I have to add the damage in. 1 sec.
wow.
16,
Kira is not
12,
doing well.
22. Cool.
20 on a save.
Minus.
Yeah, it's a lot. Then I saved on my concentration for bless, by the way, too.
Cool. Perfect.
I didn't save.
So
I shouldn't be concentrating anymore because he broke
Nah,
free.
yeah.
free.
Yeah. Yep.
That's gone.
then I have a question.
Oh my.
So with the bosun, did he was holding his action to reload? Did he reload the? So to be
yeah,
ready,
so
it'll be ready to shoot as soon as it's
It'll be
my
ready
turn.
to shoot on your turn. Yes, correct. But that finishes the dragon's go. Do you roll to see if they get their breath weapon back at the start of their next turn?
Start of their turn.
Start of their turn. Okay, cool. But that finishes their go. Finishing their goes, it is Ayala's go.
I'll take shots at this thing. Take a shot with the.
Go ahead. I actually just realized I need to roll for the ship as well.
Mm.
Where's the ship? Ship. Do.
I'm not built for swimming.
What'd you get on the hit? Ayala?
I missed. It's only a 10
Missed?
to hit. 10 to hit.
Amy's got a circle.
So
Yeah, 10 misses.
So I'll use my bonus action to reload, and then I don't know if this works, but I'll use
The ship has taken 82 points of damage.
Okay.
It does double damage to objects and structures.
Okay.
How many hit points does the ship have?
Do we know?
I don't know.
That's for me to know and for you to not know.
Would we know that? I don't think we would know that.
Would we? I mean, I don't know anything at the moment.
What does the ship look like? How much? Like, is it?
The ship's okay.
Very-
It's more the what do you call it?
The masts and sails.
No. What do you call it?
Waterlogged.
The angle, I think, is
Axis?
the axis, the tilt of the ship.
Tilt of the ship.
You are in danger of capsizing.
Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Is what
Are
I'm
we
trying to
tipping
say.
up towards
Good.
up
That
towards
i-
the dragon?
It is a tidal wave, so it has pushed you. Kind of, you are
Yeah.
pushing away,
So we're-
and then on the ship's turn, which is after the crew, I will roll to see if it returns. But anyway,
So-
Ayala, anything else from you?
So I will action surge, a bonus action reload, action surge, shoot again.
Yep, sure.
Massive.
Did you hit on your first one?
No, I
He
missed.
missed.
No.
Okay.
So a natural 17 on that one. So that's plus
Nice.
6,
Definitely
so we're
hits.
good.
Nice.
6, 1, so 7, 10 damage.
10 damage, cool.
Mhm.
Anything else from you?
Nope.
No problem.
I'm sticking at it.
Can I get
Kira.
another bonus action with action surge? Just an action.
No, it's just an
Just
action.
an action, an additional action on your turn. Yep.
Fucking Jesus. 1d10.
Does your hawk stay there? Or does the hawk stay there?
It's just. I mean, I can play it and have it as something extra, but I don't want to put it in part of initiative.
Gotcha.
It's a scouting creature. Is how
Yeah.
I'm going to be playing it. I can't be bothered being like,
As-
yeah, it flies in and helps with my attack, and I get
Yeah.
advantage on this one attack, and I just can't be fucked with that.
Bonus action, so I'm going to ready an arrow, and with my bonus action, cast Hail of Thorns at 2nd level, and I'm going to fire an arrow at the. That's 15.
15 misses.
Even with
less.
Less.
All right. Yeah,
Mm.
I rolled a 3 on my d20.
Oof.
Yeah, I'm gonna fire a 2nd arrow. Hope this fucking thing goes off. Bit better. Yeah. Dirty 20 to hit.
Hits.
Thank goodness. Okay. So it needs to make a dexterity saving throw for Hail of Thorns.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hail of Thorns.
Dirty 20.
Cool. I'll take half damage. No, wait, is that a 1 or a 7? Oh, it's a 1.
I don't think Joel's rolling well tonight.
No, damage die have been.
It takes
Very
1 damage
unfortunate.
from Hail of Thorns.
Oh,
Nice.
I rolled 2 d10s and rolled a 1 for both of them.
Damn.
So you did a total of 3 damage.
No, the arrow
yeah,
is
modifier
10
as well.
Arrow
So
is
10 plus
piercing,
and 1.
plus 1 for the
Hail of Thorns.
thorn kind of.
Cool.
the
Pokes
one
it in
fall.
its. It gets a
One thorn in
thorn
its-
under one of its like talons, and
Yeah,
it just
yeah.
pokes it from in the nail bed, sort of. Just like, anything else from you?
Thorn into
Movement.
I use my movement to shake my own head in disgust of myself on my turn.
Fair enough.
Fucking hell.
Finishing.
Actually, no, sorry. Seeing that we've just all been fucking hit because we're all together, Kira's going to bail up to the where Ayala is, kind of get out of the group, and that'll end my turn.
Sure. It will then be the crew's go. The bosun will use his action to reload the ballista for you. So we'll be ready to shoot on your turn again. The first mate is going to move 10 feet this way, use an action to tie himself to the boat, and then jump off board to try and catch the captain.
I was going to say, he's getting the captain, he's not getting me.
Well, he's going to do his best to try and catch whoever's going to go past him. So he's going to launch himself out there. He's going to roll a...
Oh, come on. He's
it's
going
going to be... I think it's a dex check. I think it would be a dex check. And he is blessed, so he will have a D4. Well, he doesn't have athletics. Oh, actually, he does athletics. He has +4.
There you go.
Nice. So he will roll an athletics check to try and catch the captain that will be soon coming past. Because actually, no, it is the captain's go, so he will be drifting past. Hell yeah, natural 20. With a 4. I rolled max on both dice.
Nice.
So that is a 28.
Oh.
Honestly, with a 28,
superhero.
I'm actually going to call it he catches both of you.
Yes.
Oh.
Let's go.
Max roll.
I'm going to say that this is his superhero moment. He kind of drops his weapon, his long sword, and starts sprinting. He grabs a rope from off the side of the deck, quickly throws around his waist and does like a fisherman's knot around his waist, and dives off into the water as kind of the captain and Havoc have blown across the deck of the ship, overboard, unconscious. And as he kind of dives into the water and is setting himself upright underwater, he sees these two bodies moving towards, because he's moving with the boat and the boat's moving, so it's pulling him. but you two are kind of drifting backwards. So it's one of those things where you're both moving together.
Perfect timing.
And
in
then
sync.
hands out, he reaches out and one arm Captain, one arm Havoc, and holds both of you. And will have to
Holy
succeed
shit.
in probably a strength saving throw on his next
Yeah.
turn to make sure he holds you.
We're
Because
both big.
you're both big and he's being dragged by the boat as well by his waist. So, but that's next turn. You are both in his arms
Oh my
as you're being
God.
dragged along.
That's nuts.
That's fucking nuts. But that
We just got
finishes the
outplayed
ship's
by an
go.
NPC.
I mean, we've been
Thanks,
outplayed
but-
by an NPC for the entire campaign with Derek.
I like
so-
doing cool things.
True.
Yeah, true. True.
I mean, he's not an NPC though. He is a
It's not
Derek-
an NPC. It's true. It's true.
Derek
Tom,
grabs a
it is
rope,
your
ties
go.
himself.
Are you rolling for the boat too, Ben?
I've already rolled for the boat.
Okay, never mind.
Oh, wait, no, you're right.
It's the
Actually, sorry, I
crew
do need to
after the
roll for the
crew's
boat.
turn, yeah.
Apologies. This was going to be a strength saving throw for the boat to try and right itself. It has +5.
The boat casts fly on itself.
I'm going to do this in front of you guys. I hope this works. Dice
Digital
roller, D20. I hope this. Yeah. Okay, you'll see it in the chat. So you guys, this needs to be a DC 15 to right itself,
Is it
and it
10
has
or more?
so it needs a 10 or more.
Nope.
It's a 6. It's a 6. So the
Damn it,
boat,
roll 20.
the boat starts to capsize and actually starts to move. It's not capsizing in one go. It's not that small of
Starting
a
to go.
boat, and off one breath weapon, it'll just capsize it instantly. But it is definitely now too far gone off tilt, off axis, to naturally right itself off one saving throw. So now this is going to be, what can you guys do to stop it? But
Sure.
Tonk, what would you like to do?
The Jack
Um,
Sparrow. Oh, run up the other side.
Yeah. Is it going? Which way is it going? Is it going?
It's
away
going
from the-
away from the dragon.
It's going away.
'cause
So
that's,
we're going toward where Havoc and stuff went.
off that side, yes.
Yeah. So I'm going to run to the back corner where I see the first mate jump off.
Sure. And at this point, probably you're closer to the water. I'd say you're probably a good 5 foot closer to the water from where you would naturally be, where the buoyancy is for the boat.
Yeah, cool.
The ship.
I use my bonus action to cast Spare the Dying on Havoc.
Sure.
So he's stable. Instantly stable.
What's the range on it?
30 feet.
Touch, isn't it? Spare the Dying's touch.
30
You gotta touch
feet.
me.
Verbal and somatic.
No, range.
30
It
feet.
is 30 feet. It's not touched.
30 feet. I'm
Oh,
looking
is
at
it 30
right
feet
now.
for you, is it?
It's
Oh, because
30.
he's a grave cleric, so it might be.
Looking
Ah,
at it.
okay.
I'm looking at it.
Spare the Dying is usually touch.
Typically touch.
Oh,
It might
well,
be because he's a grave cleric.
for me,
Yeah.
it's 30 feet.
30 feet.
Is it 30 feet. 30 feet.
Okay.
How far
I
would
might
that
just
be?
get you to roll a perception check because they'd be technically underwater. They're definitely within range. Do you have to be able to see it? To spare the dying, you have to be able to see the creature. Or does it just go off? Is what I
The
suppose
creature
one-
becomes stable.
It doesn't say.
So
see.
it does say. So the range area says 30 feet, but the actual spell says you touch a living creature that has 0 hit points. So I guess the question is,
Oh, because if you can touch it, you can see it normally. So it would.
Yeah, so Glaive Cleric is, in addition, you learn Spare the Dying cantrip. It doesn't count towards your things. Range of 30 feet, you cast it as a bonus action. So I would assume it would be like, yeah, you've got to be able to see it. That's generally how spells.
yeah. But
tend
if
to
I'm
work.
within, if we're 5 feet from the water, they're not 25 feet deep.
We're 5 feet closer.
No, yeah,
Not 5
you're
feet
5
from the
feet
water.
closer to the water, What I'm saying is that the ship is also moving
Yeah.
while this is going, and obviously they've fallen down. The crew was able to jump off with 30 feet of rope and get down there in time.
Right. Yeah.
So
okay.
it's more like you being able to see him. You're probably right on the range of 30 feet because the ship is moving 30 feet every 6 seconds.
Right. Yeah.
We're back. We're back here. So
Yeah,
okay,
I
guess
honestly, I just don't
or
have
at
it on
an
the screen.
ang- or at an angle,
Sorry.
right? Because there's a depth to the water and the ship. So like
we're at an
Correct.
angle and we're
Yeah.
further back.
Yeah, it's
right.
like so forth. It's more just if
Yeah.
I'll give you a perception check to see if you can see him and then
Yeah,
get
I
the
mean-
spell off.
I rolled a 10.
A 10.
10.
I'm not
Yeah.
stealthing.
I'm gonna say we'll have to see. We shall see.
Oh,
If
Alright.
Sandvir is able to come up. Sanzir.
Um,
I rolled a saving throw either way.
I'm
What'd
then
you roll?
gonna.
What'd you roll?
A number. I'm going to keep it quiet. I think it's more interesting.
Sure, fair enough.
I'm then
anything
gonna
else from your top?
turn, and
Yeah, I
I'm
like
gonna
that. Have you-
cast
I like it too, actually.
level
Adds a lot more threat.
2.
Adds a lot more urgency to it when it's like, oh no, he's already at 2. He's already at 2 successes. Leave him be. It's like, no.
You
He
wouldn't
might
know
be
that
dying
unless
next
you were.
round. Like I could have rolled a
Um,
1.
And I cast another second level guiding bolt.
Sure.
Have you seen the
Bonus
video
action
with
spare the dying. Love that.
Brendan Mulligan and he's talking to someone and they say that in their games they do private death saving throws.
Mm.
And I was like,
I
I think he lets the DM know though
take
that
it.
it's between
Oh,
the DM and the
nothing.
player.
yeah,
Yeah,
private
Completely
between those.
silent. Yeah.
I know.
the DM must know all.
Mhm.
I know tables where the player itself doesn't know. The DM
Yeah.
rolls the death saves.
Yeah. Which I feel like is a little weird, but
Mm.
That's what I wanted, 'cause I rolled
Holy-
really bad.
DM rolls and
Like-
no one knows. That's oh my god.
20,
Just FYI,
22
I-
points.
You died.
22 points.
Another
Just the
22
dragons
points of
you-
radiant.
Dragon's looking
Rod.
real rough.
I rolled 3 6s. And the next attack on them has advantage. And that'll be my turn.
Let's do that one. He's radioactive. No, it's because I did the radioactive symbol for like.
Oh yeah, I can see it now. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, cool. So it is now the dragon's go.
Why are you
If
smiling?
it gets its breath weapon back, we're so fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. We shall see.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it on the thing again because it's fun and I like that you guys seeing it.
Uh,
All right. On a
No
5 and a,
fudge
on a 5 or a
no
6, he
fudge in
gets his
this.
breath weapon back. Doo-doo! Woohoo!
Fuck you, roll 20. Fuck you, roll 20.
Oh my
It's
god.
got to be close to dead though, right? Like we
It
hit
has
that
to be
thing
close
so
to dead,
fucking
yeah.
hard.
It is looking
Yes.
real rough.
I have smashed this thing so hard.
I shouldn't have held my action. I knew as soon as I said that it was a bad move. Oh,
I feel like he just goes for the biggest group of people. But I'm also like, all right, I'm gonna roll for it.
whether or not he sprays the people that are in the water.
Or it's whether he goes for the
wouldn't think
deer
that,
in
would he?
front of him, or if he goes for the
Yeah.
group of people off to the left.
I just ran away.
'Cause
He's left
Yeah.
or out.
Yeah, all right. So on a 1, 2, or 3, he goes for Derek. On a the rest, he
How
goes for the
smart is
group.
he? How
It is a
smart is
1.
So go for Derek.
His intelligence is 15.
He's pretty
So he's-
fucking smart.
He's decently
Smart as me.
smart. But I rolled a 1, so it was a 1, 2, or 3, which is Derek. I'm pretty sure I said right.
Which also still
Yeah,
Yeah,
fucks
1,
the
2, or
boat.
3 said Derek.
Yeah,
Yeah,
1, 2,
it
3,
does
is
still
Derek, and I rolled a
miss the
1.
boat.
So
In the
So
same
he,
direction.
it takes double
he's
damage.
going
so.
to, yeah, he's going to again his breath weapon on the on Derek, which would be a 30-foot cone from where he is. I don't think that hits. No, it doesn't hit anyone else except Derek. But the boat is definitely going to get hit here. So, saving throw from Derek, please. Dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity, 15.
The boat, or 16, that is its saving throw. So he passes.
15.
15.
That's unfortunate.
That's unfortunate. It's a 16. So
Derek's fucked.
I can't be bothered rolling all dice. So I'm just going to do it on.
Do it on. Show it.
Oh,
I like doing roll 20.
It's going to be like 80 damage or something.
And the boat's going to take double.
Yeah, we get to see how many dice he's actually rolling.
Yeah, true.
88.
What?
I roll it twice. So it's 11 points of bludgeoning damage and 19 points of cold damage to Derek. And he is pushed prone and knocked off the boat. But does he just disappear?
Is he knocked off the boat into the
railing?
I'm pretty sure we talked about this last time. He is an actual creature, right? And he can
I can run up to him and touch him to bring him back, so he doesn't disappear straight away.
Right, but he's pushed off the boat.
Yeah, in his expensive armor.
Oh,
so he's off the boat, and the boat takes what is that? 20, 30, 60 points of damage.
60 points.
62.
Yeah.
How's the boat looking?
Not great.
Toast.
It is just taking another tidal wave. A crushing wave is what it's called.
Is
this a custom creature?
Yes, it is.
Have you made this?
It's part custom, part kind of what I found. Anyway, that finishes.
I heard blue, and I'm like, that's a weird dragon to have out here. And then I was like, oh, okay, right.
To clarify, when I say blue dragon, it is a sea dragon.
Yeah, blue in color of the ocean.
Blue in color. Yes, he's going to move onto the ship and kind of follow up his wave and kind of almost start to claim this ship as his own.
So this thing's tilting, and he's like sitting on the top bit now.
Yeah,
he's helping.
Perched up. Well,
He's
you can either help
helping,
it or sitting on it will bring it
the rest of the way down. Yeah,
bring it down.
He's gonna crush it even more.
We shall see. But that finishes his go. Ayala, what you doing?
I mean, I'm gonna take a shot with the harpoon. I feel like
Advantage.
it's loaded. Ooh, advantage.
Why has it got advantage? Oh, good guiding bolt. Yeah.
Guiding bolt.
Huge. Not crit on 19. Come on.
Natural 19.
Let's go!
The crit.
So there's really no point in rolling again, right? Like even if I rolled natural 20, it doesn't do anything better.
No, because it's a crit. Yeah,
it's just bragging rights.
Do you want to do this on roll 20? 60, 10?
No, I want to roll it 5 and a 2, so 7, and a 1, 8, and an 8, 16. Is that 4?
Yeah, 2.
That was 4 so far.
And a 5, so 21, and an 8.
29.
So 29 damage. Yep.
How do you want to do this?
Let's go!
God!
Let's go!
So,
How much HP did it have left? 4! Oh my god!
It got away with 4 HP after all that. So if we had got our 4 reaction attacks better, it never got the first tidal wave off.
Yeah.
No, I hit it again for 20.
No. Sorry. No.
And I hit it too.
After it did the first tidal wave, it was going off no matter what. It still had 60 HP or some shit like that.
Oh, okay.
So as it perches on the edge of the ship there, I'll swing around.
So it climbs over the top.
And like before I was focusing shooting the ballista, but like I'm really like the urgency of everything that has happened. Like really take my time, aim really true, and aim for right in front of its front leg, where I imagine like the the core of all of its organs are, and shoot. I guess it's front fin, not its leg. And shoot right through. I guess it's its gills. It would have gills in that area. So like shoot like through its gills. Try
It
to
is
hit
amphibious.
So
Cool.
yeah, so just
Very
taking a
nice.
shot. Yeah, trying to hit its vital organs.
So after taking this is probably your third shot now. No, it'd be your fourth shot now. You've kind of used your fighter martial instinct to kind of get a little bit more understanding of this weapon and zero in its aim, and you kind of shakingly stable yourself and aim for its gills, and the harpoon launches and pierces one side and exits the other, and this dragon kind of not really noticing it happens, take another step to try and claim the ship as its own, and it foot gives way and it loses balance, and then the other one gives way and it just slumps onto the deck. But keeping initiative just for now, is there anything you'd like to do?
So with I guess my bonus action or whatever, I will look at the bosun guy, right? The bosun, yeah.
Bosun, yep.
And I'll how do like just present to him, how do we right the ship? And I'll run to the dragon, like up to that side, and prepare to maybe even just push it to the side of the ship that helps us out, if I can tell that helps. I know it's a massive creature, but I don't know what else to do. I want to get to the upper side of the ship.
Sure.
I want to move like there, yeah.
So
just next to the dragon here.
Yeah, the bosun. Okay. We'll go. We need to change the helm, and he will use his 30. He actually only has 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Dash.
So he and he'll dash, so he'll be able to get to the helm. And he will try and pull hard as he can starboard to try and pull the boat as far as he can. It is not quite the boat's turn yet, and we'll see what it rolls on its saving throw, but the DC is definitely high for it now. But what were you doing, AL? Sorry, just standing on that side of the boat.
Yeah, I don't know. Trying to keep as much weight on the side of the boat as we can. Also, I mean, if there's an anchor around too, like trying to pay attention to if there's an anchor.
There is an anchor on the boat. It is located there.
Okay.
That's not something, obviously, that you had to roll perception check for. You would have
just
seen it from...
Yeah.
But I was wondering if someone was going to bring it up or not. But finishing AL's go, Kira, what would you like to do?
Wait, I just blacked out. What?
You're right next to the anchor.
Overboard.
Yeah.
I am right next to the anchor, but my fucking deer is overboard.
Deer is
a literal Sophie's choice.
Sinking to the bottom of the ocean.
Choice.
To grab the anchor and throw it overboard, is that it? That's an action?
Yes, that would be an action.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay. Being so close to the anchor, like, I'll just fuck it, and I'll take a step towards it, and I mean, I'm fucking hurting. I'll try to pick it up and throw it overboard. Does that?
Yeah, that doesn't require any strength check or anything like that. But you do throw it overboard, and it sinks straight down to the bottom of the sea, and we will see how that turns out for the ship.
Cool. Well,
you're unsure of its.
I basically, as I'm throwing it, I'm already moving away, like running, like jumping, stepping foot on this railing here, and just like propelling myself from the railing, like foot like down and
parkouring, like fence leap over the edge, and
yeah. You know what? I'm gonna jump from this railing to this railing on the side of the boat, and then
I'll need an athletics check if you're doing that. I was letting you doing it if you were just fence jumping off the top section onto the ground and then running. But if you're jumping from railing to railing, that's an athletics check.
Or
You're
acrobatics,
God,
right?
you're
Or
good.
acrobatics.
He's gonna fall in the water. Well, I mean, it's where he wanted to end up anyway, right?
rolled in that one.
And his
Okay,
face-
cool.
No, he's
Good to
just
know.
gonna
So
like,
what happens is
face
Kira
down.
turning after throwing this anchor and sprinting to Derek, leaps up onto the
Did you
the railing. You did have
It's a
bless.
nat one. It's a nat
It's
one.
a nat
though.
one. Doesn't really
With
matter.
it, okay, but with a nat one, it ends up being 6, 7, 8, 9 with bless.
Yeah,
But
it's
it's,
still
I feel
critical
like with a
failure.
nat one, it's an auto fail. Yeah.
It's a critical failure.
Are we playing Baldur's Gate here?
We're playing Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
So you take a step on the rail from where the ballista is, and you get good purchase, and you make it to the. You're flying over to the next rail. You've overdone it, and you're straight in the water.
I still have a little bit of movement. Can I start swimming?
I mean, depends on which way you're swimming. Are you swimming towards Derek?
belly
Yeah.
flop.
Sure. Yeah, you definitely can.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to get to him and grab onto him. That's all.
Yeah, you're not grabbing onto him this turn. On Derek's turn, because his turn is your turn, technically he's moving down as well. So he'd probably actually be more like around this situation. Yeah, like around there. It's actually probably about 30 feet down, like down there. And Havoc and the captain and all of these guys are off screen at the moment, just somewhere tethered to the end of the boat.
You said 30 feet of rope.
30 feet of rope, yeah.
30 feet of rope, yeah. So they're tethered
cool.
30 feet down, down somewhere.
Yeah, cool.
But Derek is, definitely straight down, kind of sort of thing.
Yeah.
But it is now the crew's go. So between the bosun, well, first of all, the first mate would be trying to fight the current, and is going to need to make a strength saving throw to try and first hold on to Havoc and the captain and withstand the seawater.
With bless.
With bless, he rolls a 15, which I had as the DC to be able to hold on. It wasn't crazy high. But for the boat, with the bosun manning the helm and trying to kind of full lock the opposite direction the boat is moving, with the anchor dropped, and with, I suppose, Ayla just holding onto the edge that is the high side, it's going to stay at a DC 15 rather than being at a DC 20, which is what I was going to go to.
Whoa.
So I'm rolling it again on roll 20. It needs to be a 10 or higher.
10.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, yes!
Oh,
There you go.
Let's go, baby.
whoa.
So by some
Big.
sort of miracle, perhaps intervention from the goddess of the sea, you don't know, but there is a natural righting of the boat, and its axis natural straights itself up, and the boat is no longer on the verge of collapse.
Is it now slowed down because the anchor's dropped?
Yes, it has. It is slowing quite considerably down. The anchor drops quickly and halts the boat quite quickly as well. So it's probably only moving at about half speed now. So, for the sake of brevity, I would say that between Tonk and Ayala pulling the rope back in,
Before
you
I
find.
Before I
Oh, go ahead.
helped Tonk, I would ask the bosun how to raise the sails so any wind isn't continuing to move us along. If I can do that, if it's just literally cutting a couple ropes to loosen the bottom half of the sails so that the wind's not pushing into us, I would do that before helping.
Sure, and he would help you as well. And the two deckhands would also come out and try and help out as well. These were commoners, all right. They had eight hit points, so
They're not going to help.
expecting you guys.
I
But
was also
they
gonna
come out
say-
at request of the bosun to help. And between the four of you, you pull up all the sails. It would be your action, so you then wouldn't have any probably think else to do.
Okay.
But with the four of you all doing an action at the same time, you'd all be able to raise the sails as necessary.
Okay.
I was going to say because it was going to be like would be in terms of like order wise me after
It
the
would be
boat.
yoga, yeah. Yep.
I was going to cast a Mass Cure Wounds centered on the first mate, which is 60. It's a 60-foot range that I can cast it at, and it's a 30-foot radius of Mass Cure Wounds.
Hell yeah.
So I'm going to do that.
Yeah, go ahead.
So would that hit Derek?
That's what I'm trying to think of at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, you could
I think it would, because I mean Derek would have moved 30 feet one way. It then stopped at 15 feet and it hadn't got back to his go before Tonk then casts it at a 60-foot range, meaning that he's in range.
Well, it's a so it's a 30-foot
radius.
Radius,
of
correct.
the spell, but I can cast it at 60-foot range. So that
yeah.
As long as
so
the first
I would
mate-
say,
Within
even
90
if
feet,
he
right?
was no, because you were casting it on the first mate, weren't you?
I'm casting it on the first mate, so 30
Yeah,
feet
correct.
around
So
the first mate
30 feet,
is
so
covered.
it would be then theoretically 60-foot radius for anything kind of within 30 foot of the from where Tonk is.
Oh yeah, in front of and behind. Yeah.
Actually, no, it wouldn't be. Sorry, it would be. It's a 30-foot radius.
It's
so
just
it'd
30-foot
be
radius.
15. It'd be 15.
Yeah.
15
Yeah.
feet. But what I'm saying is Derek would still be in range. So Derek would be on whatever hit points.
12.
Damn it.
He would be on 12 hit points.
It doesn't. Oh wait, it doesn't minus. You don't.
No,
oh,
there's
wow.
no. Yeah, so he would just go to 0 hit points and be rolling death saving throws, or I don't think he'd even be rolling death saving
So
throws.
this goes straight to 12.
He was at negative 17.
Yeah.
15.
You don't go negative, so it'd just be 0 up to 12.
No. It would just be 0.
Unless it goes like
Double.
your max.
Your whole
minus-
hit
minus
point.
max.
Yeah.
Correct.
We know very well how that works now. This campaign.
Yeah. But basically,
Does it need to be in one strike, or can it?
it's just whether Derek
piled
can
up?
swim.
In one strike.
So you can
Follow
be
up
hit
damage
over and over.
is if you're hit while you're downed, it's a death saving throw each time.
Each time.
A
Crit to two.
fail.
Yeah. So if Derek was on 1 HP, I would have to do 36 points of damage in one go to be able to instant kill. No death saving throws.
Right.
So it's the same with like Havoc or Tonk. If I wanted to kill like Tonk in one go, I would have to do whatever his remaining HP is plus whatever his max HP is.
Yeah, I get that.
It's like when I got slapped in the face for 18 from a maul
Yes,
as
correct.
Evos.
Yes,
I died.
Yeah, that's how that works. Instant death. Crashed his brains.
Instant dead.
Anyway, for the sake of brevity, I will say that between a team effort, you are managed to pull the first mate, the captain, and Havoc all back onto the boat. Havoc was in a stable position after casting Spare the Dying.
Thank goodness, because I'd rolled a nat 1 on my death save, and if you
So
hadn't
had-
cured
you
wounds, my
did.
next roll was a fail, and I was dead.
So had the captain. The captain also had rolled a nat 1.
Damn.
Oh my god.
But-
I was very scared. I
Um,
was about to lose another character.
Well,
But
that's
he
why
was-
I wanted. Yeah, wow.
yeah, I didn't tell you
Yeah, but-
because it was 30 feet of rope,
That's
meaning
epic.
that it would be a max distance anyway. So you're always going to be in range at that point. But you managed to pull the first captain, the first mate, the captain, Havoc, and Kira, I will say, through some bonded nature
Come to me.
slash connection with
will.
your deer, it manages to swim back to
Well.
you, and then with the help of some other people, you do manage to pull yourselves both back onto deck.
You wouldn't think so, but deer are actually very good swimmers. So
Have no idea.
Even with a
I don't know
fucking
about with like
leather
full
saddle
suit
and
20 or
yeah.
30 pounds of armor. I don't
gold-plated.
that I don't know.
To be
It's
fair,
just a head
Derek
thing.
is strong as fuck, so who
Yeah,
knows?
yeah.
He's really not
Also
compared
true.
to us. He is.
Yes.
But
Um,
he has proven himself.
but that was the end of the first day, and you did have a headwind, but you also did first full day. Sorry.
Yes, yeah. We had a half a day
and
the
you-
first time. Yeah.
Correct. But you also now have probably come to a full stop
Mhm.
with the anchor down and the sails up. So it is likely you probably won't get there till midday tomorrow at this point. But we are going to end tonight's session there because we don't have much.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
we'll leave it there.
Can I check the dragon for anything? I mean, is it just a body? Nothing else on it?
Feel free to roll an investigation check. Kira, you can roll a nature check if you'd like.
Once I'm
Not
up and
very good in
moving,
nature,
I'd help him have a
surprisingly.
look.
Oh,
Yeah, go ahead.
fuck. I rolled a natural 19 though for a 21 nature.
For a 21, okay, so you haven't spent any time on the sea, so it's hard for you to like accurately get an idea as to kind of what type of dragon this is, because the only other interaction with a dragon you had was with a green one, and you nuked it pretty quickly, and it behaved and acted like you would expect a dragon to. This one almost appears to be some sort of mutation between two different types of things. It doesn't necessarily look like a normal dragon. It didn't move like one. You've never seen a dragon have that sort of control over the ocean, or you've never seen a dragon have control over water like that. So very, very unusual. Investigation.
16.
Same.
16. There's no like loot on it per se. You notice it has gills. You notice it has quite thin scales, like fish scales. So it's not necessarily like your attacks were bouncing off its thick hide. It was more like it's so wriggly you were struggling to hit it.
Yeah. Made it hard to hit.
I'll say my investigation wasn't looking for stuff. It was like cross-referencing what I know from books I've read and any studies that I've done with the creature, like in like that kind of thing. Like what
Sure.
like, I want to pick up on that.
Would that be a different roll?
If you want to make a different roll, I'm happy for a different roll.
Well, now you mentioned that, I want to make you roll Arcana.
Okay. 16.
Oh, well, that works out perfect. Okay, cool.
Lol.
The closest thing you can match it to is similar to things you've seen in the lab.
Oh. That kind of thing.
Mutation.
Correct.
Okay. Understood.
So, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'll quickly just rehash for Jamie because he just got back. But Kira, you notice it from a nature perspective as being a mutation of nature. This is some sort of abnormality from natural perspectives. Ayala, you notice it as being kind of half more fish-like than lizard-like, and Havoc, you see it as being a mutation from an arcanic perspective.
Like
Okay.
not
But-
natural, very unnatural.
Correct. Correct.
So I just perceive it to be a natural mutation. I don't know it to be
Yes.
of natural. Yeah.
Whereas I look
Yes.
at it and go, that's
So-
arcane mutation.
Yes.
Okay, I
Do we-
recognize that. Yeah.
Do we just toss
Okay.
it overboard, or do we want to cut it open and inspect its insides? I don't know what we gain from that, but just my natural reaction to
Sorry, guys.
gutting something. You know, you gutting fish. You want to know what it's been eating.
Gut you like a fish.
I think we could
get
stand to
gluten in
gain a
the
little
belly.
bit by checking out its organs and comparing it to. It seems like it may be some form of mutation or augmentation would be the term that I would use. And if it is, then it's an augmentation of a dragon and something. I'm very curious to know what that something is.
Cool. Well, I guess I'll. You hold the fin. I'll cut it open.
Okay.
Gut it like a fish.
Save this for save it for next.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
I'm. It's because Jamie's not here. I kind of like. I want to just roll a medicine check for whoever's doing the cutting.
I'm helping. So, or do you want me to do it and you help?
I would rather it
That
go
would
that
do.
way. To be honest,
I'm
I
not
mean,
bad with medicine.
20. Not
Wow.
dirty.
20
Yeah,
Okay,
with
cool.
advantage. That's with advantage.
with
for
help. Yeah, cool.
So
So
a 4 or mm,
20. Okay. So with the help of Ayala kind of stretching it out, when you stretch this thing out, it probably measures 20, 23 foot long, something like that. This thing is a
out.
worm. Like, it is long. And it was really hard to tell because its head was like up, down, then curled around sort of thing. Like, this thing is a
More
Is a-
serpent-like than it is.
like you
it
said,
is
an
a
eel is what I
mix.
keep thinking of.
I mean, if you knew the word chimera, you might kind of associate something with that. But
I feel like I would know that term.
well, that's why I said it to you.
Yeah.
This is with all the
Roll.
successful checks just so far. I would say you are now associating this thing as a chimera of different creatures,
Okay.
made into what you see before you.
The starter
but-
produced 6 heads.
Upon cutting it open, you slide your blades in between its scales and you manage to separate its head from its body. You separate kind of its tail. You slice it down the middle and you do start to look through its innards and you find that there are organs that are part of a fish, allowing it to breathe. There's a particular sac inside its chest that is filled with seawater that is similar to natural seawater but different in some sort of way. But beyond that, there's not really that much there to kind of ascertain from it
Mhm.
by cutting it open.
I'll look to the cook.
Yeah.
Would you like some fillets while we're in here?
The cook, a human male, with a look of disgust. Oh, no, thank you. I think that should be thrown off board.
Well, I've heard dragon meat is a delicacy, something that kings eat.
That is no dragon. Get it off my boat.
Fair enough. What is the captain doing? Is he like allowing us to kind of do our thing?
The captain is not even paying interest. He is trying to recover just at the back of the boat.
Yeah, okay.
And the first mate is just consoling him.
I'd like to just take a scale.
Yeah, sure. Easy done.
Cool.
Well,
if we're done with it, I'll help try to throw it over.
Actually, I'll grab a few scales. Can I grab like 5?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you're free to grab
scales.
as many as you want. Tonk, would you like to do anything?
No, Tonk would just be watching.
Cool. So yeah, it would quickly get into the evening, and you guys will all get your long rest. And it would be the next morning, and depend. I tell you what, who needs to be the last person to roll the d20?
Dale, have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dale. Yeah. Roll your d20 plus
12.
4, I think. 12.
With,
Okay.
with the plus 4.
Cool. So just regular. Unfortunately, you don't catch a tailwind, but you end up making it into the area that you believe this Smuggler's Cove is, where we will pick it up next week. Sorry, correction, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 weeks off.
Almost needed me to die again.
Almost.
No. I'll say I
What's the last one
help
on
the
board?
bosun repair the ship in the day that's ahead of us too. Like I'll imagine that's probably
Well,
pretty damaged. So
upon looking at it, there's not that much actual physical damage. It's mostly just a lot of things are like pushed. So it's a lot of kind of reinforcing and straightening the mast and like the the guarding rails around the boat, things like that. A lot of the deck lumber is split, things like that. But there's more than enough materials for the bosun, because no one said his name. No one wanted to know his name. I'm saying it. His name is Jerry.
Jerry. Well, I mean, I would have spent time with him, so I would have definitely, if I'm actively
You
helping
were
him.
so like annoyed. You said it,
No
like,
one asked his name. I wanted
said it,
to
like
say
2 or
his
3
name.
times. Like,
Yes.
no one knows his name.
It
Anyway,
was like
both
middle of combat. By the way, hey bosun, what's your name? I'm sorry, that's not happening.
I mean, theoretically, you guys would know the name before, like you got on the boat, but yeah.
Also, Tonk was sent that message to Elric as well.
Oh, yeah. What was the message?
Yeah. Hi, Elric. How have you been? We are headed for the Smuggler's Cove to help Ayala in her bid to join Zentarum. Thinking of you.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there anything that I need to know before I reply?
I hadn't thought of this. It's only, I believe it's only been a day. Yeah.
Yeah. Best of luck. Proceedings are going slow. Investigation has to be discreet
And thorough.
Best of luck with the Smuggler's Cove. And you'll notice a hint of
curiosity.
Like, not just curiosity.
I'm imagining a smirk.
Yeah. Like
there's I can imagine you would know something about it. Like that's why I mentioned it. That's why I mentioned it.
There's a tone of like
a hint of jealousy. I wish I could be there.
Mm-hmm.
But cool. Okay. Good session.
Nice one.
Good job.
Yeah, it was fun.
One round of combat, knocked off the edge of the boat unconscious.
Fucking hectic. That was
one round. It was like one ability, like one.
I got one round of combat, and then got.
Did you notice how I was really calm after you guys did all the damage?